Here's something I was thinking about, and I was trying to work, and I meant to work this out earlier.
For me to drive like right now, and
or a Duchess, make one within the next.
Yeah. Hello everybody, and welcome to Angry Welshman Productions. I am the Angry Welshman. I am joined tonight. I'm not. Oh, right. Okay.
It's a lie. It's propaganda. Don't listen to
propaganda.
it.
Well, that explains
it's all lies. They're not even square.
So well, we got 45 people watching already, and we've only just started. We are. What? How many minutes late?
32, 33.
33 minutes late because of James. So yeah.
Fuck yourself.
You have caused confusion.
I still don't know what I'm driving, Reese. I literally don't know what to
You
drive.
need to hurry up because it's almost time to get going, and all the people who are racing are anxious to get going.
Reese,
what?
I'm the Angry Yorkshireman today.
Oh God, no.
Do you know why?
Why?
That is not the American Scotsman.
It isn't, no. I did think about doing the American Scotsman, and I thought it would be better to stick with this version for the British race, but then I'm going to do another stream dedicated to the American Scotsman actually in the States.
Well, I might forgive you, Len.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be a bit more appropriate, because this one actually ran on the main line in the UK before it went to the States.
So did the Scotsman one. We only finished.
No, it didn't. Not with all those fittings. It didn't receive them until it was actually in the States.
No, it didn't, because there's a photo of it outside of wherever it got done up with all the stuff on. I'll send you it at some point.
Yeah, I thought it didn't get fitted until it was in the States.
There were a few things it didn't get fitted, but I think it was.
So there, you just proved my point. It didn't get fitted.
Right.
So
you know what? Right. I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to go send you a picture.
Sam is triggered. Anyway, so while Sam is getting triggered, we need to sort of figure out how many people are actually ready, because I'm pretty much ready to get started.
Which platform was it?
Well, I'm in the scenario, Reese, but I'm going to need about 8.5 minutes.
Right.
Which
platform 5. I'm departing from platform 5, and the destination is York platform 9.
York platform 9.
9.
Oh,
Drivers failed. Unknown error.
Oh God.
Unknown error. Oh, it's trying to move the train. Why are you trying to move the train?
Oh, you need to set the scenario for like 2 minutes later. Otherwise
No. I mean, the scenario editor was trying to move the train for no reason.
The editor?
It was like, yeah, it was wobbling about all over the place. Like the train was just like darting around all over the screen.
Oh.
Well done, Train Simulator.
Yeah.
Pile of shit.
Click on that.
Right, I'm gonna use, because I don't have those Matrix Trains Pullmans, because Steam Wagon is more important than virtual coaches. I'm going to use the BMG Mark 1s, wherever they are.
Right, so just while James is getting set up, I'm just going to do some introductions of everybody who's racing. So I am joined tonight by James Littlewood of Problem Productions. Sam,
Are you sure?
Sam
Not my fault.
Stevens. Oh my god, guys, shut the fuck up! I am trying to introduce you all to the live stream.
God, Reese.
Lovely.
Stop trying to be so professional.
I know,
honestly.
right? I can
You
never
sold out.
be
You sold out.
professional
You sold
with
out.
you around,
You sold
James.
out.
James,
You
because
sold
of
out.
you, James,
You
because
sold
of
out.
you tonight, we've started
sold out.
33 minutes
sold out,
late.
Reese.
We're still
You
not
sold
ready
out.
to go, and
sold
now
out,
you're
Reese.
ruining my introduction.
You sold out.
I'm gonna server mute you in a minute.
But I can serve
I am trying to impose Zen upon this on this Discord server.
Oh,
God, what would you
There
do
we
that
go.
for?
I know. But anyway, so back to my
sold
back to
out.
my artistic introduction. We are joined by James Littlewood of Problem Productions. Say hello, James. There, that's
Hello,
that.
James.
We are joined by Sam Stevenson of Blastpipe Productions,
More or less.
more or less, and we are joined by Charlie, otherwise known as Rosehip.
It's Calvin.
Calvin. Why did I think you were Charlie?
maybe
No.
because you're thinking about drugs.
Well, probably.
I was thinking-
All that cocaine that I've been taking. Anyway, we're joined by Calvin because that's not Charlie, apparently. We're also joined by Stephen.
Hello.
Stephen is also in the chat, and we are.
Is he?
Is that it? Is that everyone in the chat with us? Because there's loads of people in the chat, but they're all server muted because otherwise it becomes an abortion of a stream. Yeah. So yeah,
A literal one.
literally.
Reese, do you want to say what I'm doing, or do you want to do it?
Well, I'm going to go around again and just ask everybody what they're driving, and
Okay then.
so one by
And-
one.
So, just quickly, you know what I was asking about the distance? According to Wikipedia, King's Cross to York, 188 miles, 40 chains.
Excellent.
Great Western Main Line, Paddington to Bristol, 118 miles, 19 chains. So Western Main Line is longer.
Yeah. Oh, that's just London to Bristol. The Western Main Lines goes all the way to.
well, that gives you an idea of how big that route is. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Western Main Lines is much longer because it goes all the way down to Penzance. But I think they are extending this route all the way to Edinburgh, I believe. So,
Good.
and it's all 1960s steam age because it's been. For those of you who are wondering, the
it's
links are.
transitional, isn't it?
Those of you wondering, in the description below, there is links to the websites where this route is actually from, and we're going to give it a good demonstration during this stream as well. It's a free.
Well, we're going to try
freeway.
to.
We're going to try to. It's,
In all likelihood, we're probably going to derail and crash after the first 10 minutes.
You know what I
Yeah.
just thought of? If he's extending it all the way to Edinburgh, you could try and do the non-stop Elizabethan.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, that is the plan. The problem I've had so far is I discovered that the water troughs don't actually work. So,
Okie dokie, that'll be good.
Actually, they do.
they do. I guess it's
I've
just
used them.
right. I guess it's just Flying Scotsman doesn't have active water troughs on it. So
No,
we're
it
going to
doesn't.
say
At
it's only
some
going
point-
to be. It's only going to be locos after the Riviera in
Riviera
the
in the
50s
50s,
that'll have the
yeah.
functionality, isn't it?
I expect so. So that's
Which,
basically kind of rules me out for doing anything on the fly. So
Same.
I have to stop and fill up with water at some point, and I'm thinking my water stop is either going to be Peterborough or Doncaster, and I'm not 100% which one.
Doesn't Peterborough have some really dodgy track work?
It does. And I'm going to find out when I go careening off the track at about 200
I
miles
was
an
going to
hour.
say, in that case, Peterborough might
hey.
be a good idea for stopping.
We
Right.
haven't even set off yet, and Bobo for Gaming has just donated £1.99 for a super chat. Thank you, Bobo for Gaming. If any of the rest of you
What
want
a
to,
terrible idea.
I know. If any of the rest of you want to donate money, feel free.
Have you read the comment though?
Your
Also,
stalker
buy
is
my
back.
merch. Buy my merch, please.
Yes, buy my merchandise. I don't have any merchandise actually on the table to show the camera, so I will use this bottle of Worcestershire sauce as a demonstration of the Angry Welshman Productions coffee mug that you could buy.
Where is Peterborough?
It's north of London and between London and Doncaster. I know that.
Alright, well I found Doncaster, so that's a little bit helpful.
Right, lads, are we actually
that's
ready
good.
or what?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, I need like 3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes to load. So, all right,
Rip.
Well,
We're
that's
waiting on
until
Sam.
10 o'clock for me. So
Oh, you're in the scenario already, are you?
I'm in the scenario. I'm just waiting for the time.
Right, we need to actually synchronize our clocks, chaps. So everybody pause the game with the... I'm currently paused at 09:57:05. What about you guys?
Well, I've just gone past 57:05.
I've got
But my game
4:37.
is slower, so shall we go for 09:59 and sync on that?
Yeah, let's sync on 09:59. So I'll...
Oof, I'm in
being
the
a rebel.
morning.
I'm leaving at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well,
I-
okay, but I'm just going to say this now, as with the new format for races and stuff, all timings we do are taken off the actual clock in game, not where we are in real life, on account of the fact that some of us have potato PCs which run at about 10 FPS and others have supercomputers that run at 100 FPS.
I don't know who he's talking about there, to be honest, but I think it might be me.
Well, I'm the potato.
Yeah. How's your laptop screen going, Sam?
Well, it's currently held on by one screw, 2 cables, and that's it. So I'm improvising, as Reese knows, because I've shown him my simply magnificent setup. But it also means I can game while sitting in bed.
Right, I've paused my game at 4:38 dead.
Right, pause it at 59. Everybody pause it at 59 so that we can synchronize.
Who's going for a 10 o'clock start?
I'm going for a 10 o'clock start. What about you, James? Oh, James is 3 o'clock start. And
Yeah.
Calvin, and who's now called Charlie, and Stephen. What about you guys?
I've got 48. I'll just stop at 48:39.
Yeah, if
4:30.
you just
yeah.
have to sort of remember how much you need to add or subtract to your times. Just
That's
so
fine.
we have a rough idea.
Come on, give me 39.
I'm nearly at... I'm almost at 59, Sam. I'm almost there.
So am I.
I'm just casually shoveling coal like hell onto the fire right now.
Yep. Yeah, because we've both chosen wonderful RSC locos where you need to have the fire stoked
Oh, yeah,
up
we
to about
haven't-
120%.
Yeah, you haven't told us what our locos are.
No, not
It's
yet.
a
Hang on.
mystery.
Right, I'm paused at 59. Once we're paused at...
I'm paused at 59 too.
James,
Yep.
you ready
Yep.
with that?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and Stephen and Charlie, Bob,
Calvin.
Beth, Jeff. Yep. So you
Okay,
are you all
Yep.
paused and ready? So it's 1
Yep.
minute from now. When we press unpause, when
Yep.
we say the countdown, it'll be 1 minute and then it's go. All right.
Yep.
So I'll be driving Flying Scotsman with double tenders, and I've got 12 Pullman coaches on the back. I'm using the double tender version, so I have 6,000 gallons water capacity. I'm sure it's supposed to be slightly more than that, but I don't know for sure. So, James, what are you driving?
Oliver Cromwell, of course.
Oh, he's going to cheat and use a Brit. So,
What do you mean cheat? It's a
driving
7MT for fuck's sake. What's wrong with the Brit?
To be fair,
Great. 2
hours later.
Was that 23?
something
I
like
don't
that,
know.
yeah.
I lost count.
Oh, okay.
So you're driving Britannia, Oliver Cromwell. Sam, what are you driving?
I'm driving 6226 Queen Elizabeth II, which is not the actual number, but it's the one I've done for it.
So
It's not slightly modified reskin of La Duchess.
So you're representing the LMS in this race,
I love how
I
you
am.
nearly said the enemy.
the enemy. Yeah.
Yes, I am. What I am doing is I am beating the LNER at their own game, or trying to.
Well,
I'll
there we
probably
go.
derail.
Probably.
Oh
Calvin,
my god.
Calvin,
So
what are
I'm
you
sorry, I'm
driving?
just going to interject here.
I-
Bobo has said that I should have to wait 30 minutes extra before leaving.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's fair. We're testing the locos and our ability to drive them. You could have the best loco in game, but if you're a crap driver, it doesn't matter.
Right, so Calvin, what are you driving tonight?
I am driving 2906 Lady of Lynn.
Lady. Oh, wow. That's brave.
Yes.
That is brave.
You say
Remember,
that,
the Saint is OP.
Well,
The Saint can
yeah.
almost match a Duchess on 13 Mark 1s.
So what about Stephen? What are you driving?
I'm not driving, am I?
He's drinking.
He's drinking.
And
I'm not driving, am I? I'm your history.
Oh, I thought you were actually taking part as well.
I've
No,
had this conversation with him, Reese.
Right,
You were here when I had it.
I completely didn't.
that's why I
get
say,
that.
do you want me to explain what I'm doing, or do you want you, or shall I let you do it?
Right. Okay. Well, we'll let you do some history on the way then, because I completely missed that bit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So apart from the southern region, we're actually representing almost all parts of the British
We're
Railways.
representing BR instead of Southern because Southern is the odd one that everyone forgets about.
Yeah. So yeah, it's LMS, GWR, LDR, and BR. So
Yeah.
close enough.
I'm the oldest out of all of you.
I'm probably
You're the
youngest.
oldest.
Yeah, the Saints, as in.
Oh, I
first
thought
ever.
Oh yeah.
I thought you meant the oldest person. I was like, don't think
No.
so.
No, as in the oldest loco.
Right. Okay then,
Youngest
chaps.
local will be James.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Right.
Right then, guys. I think we're almost ready to start. So
Alright.
I
go.
think I'll give a little countdown. I'll count down from 5, and then we'll press
And then we'll
unpause,
count down for
and
a
then
minute.
and then it's a minute countdown, and then we'll be
What?
that's to start. All right.
Yep.
What's
Alright.
the time delay between you and the stream?
Oh, I imagine it's at least 15 seconds or so.
Right,
Yeah,
so
But that's why we're
Reece,
going
you'll-
off the clock in game.
Well, as
Yeah.
Reese is
Plus-
streaming, if you let me know where you are, and I'll do the little tidbits, 'cause
Yeah.
otherwise this is going to get confusing.
Okay, that sounds good. All right
Yep.
then, guys. I'm gonna give a 5-second countdown. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause.
Unpause.
And we've got
Here we
1
go.
minute to go. So everybody can take your breaks off. Start your shoveling
If you've not already.
if you've not already started your shoveling. Which I would be quite amazed if you hadn't, to be honest.
Oh,
And
crap.
The safety valves are lifting.
and I'll
I'm
give
using
another
water.
countdown. Well, you're topping up already.
I've got 83%. I'm gonna have to just do the troughs on the way. The first trough.
Lovely work.
Okay, 30 seconds and counting.
I've got
I've
20.
already
20.
got 20 seconds. I've already got my cylinder cocks open just to... I'm not going yet. 15, 14... No, sorry. 10,
10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 guys. We are
Yes.
off.
1, go.
Ooh,
Well,
this is
just
slow.
in that countdown alone, Reese, it took me about 2 seconds longer to get there, so that tells you how this is going to go for me.
Yeah, but we're going by the clock, aren't we? So I wouldn't worry too much.
No, I know, it's probably going to seem like I'm a lot further behind than I actually am.
Just for you to know, Bobo for Gaming has actually just paid me $1.99 to drop my coaches off. So don't worry, I'm not going to do it. I'm not actually going to do it, but just thought I'd let everyone know.
I'm not going to do it, he says, dropping his coaches off.
Dun, dun,
How's
dun,
everybody
dun,
doing
dun,
on the
dun.
gradient?
Well, I'm at
Well,
20,
I'm
22.
speeding.
I'm at
Oh, no.
16.
I'm not worried about speed limits. I'm if it's basically go as fast as you dare on this run. Don't worry about speed limits.
Yeah, I was going to
And
say,
water.
that's why I'm taking it easy, because I am worried about speed limits.
For
Why
the,
am I worried
for the
about them?
reason of
Because-
going flying off.
Yeah, I'm worried about speed limits because I know there's a very real danger of me breaking them.
That's awkward.
What?
What's up?
There seems to be some sort of issue with the Steam generation versus usage. No, genuinely, the Steam is like, even with the regulator cracked, the Steam's just like, bye.
James,
I've got the
what's
fire
fire
perfect.
What's
My
a fire
issue.
850, which is pretty much spot on for this thing.
Okay. Because normally with a Brit, you start off at cut off halfway, not
Oh,
full
yeah.
thrash.
Nathan has just said he's surprised I haven't got the enhancement pack for Scotsman. I do have it, and I've installed it so I'm not sure why it's not actually on. That's interesting to know.
Did you clear the cache?
No.
Actually,
yeah,
hang on.
There's
Did
a
you
chance
just make
that
a new
if you set up
skin?
the scenario
Is this like a new
before,
folder? I was gonna say, if this is a new folder and not the default, Flying Scotsman folder, then that's why.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, this is pretty awkward.
Or
you're gonna
Yeah.
struggle, aren't you, James?
Well, the thing is, it's not like it's the load, because it's just,
No, it's the Steam generation.
I don't, like the fire is absolutely perfect. I cannot get it any more spot on than it already is. But the Steam usage rate is just like 1,000,000, and the generation rate is just like nothing. I'm already down to 180 £180, and I'm only just going through the second tunnel at like 20 miles an hour because I'm trying to do it easy.
Dampers are open.
I've dropped down
Dampers
to
are open, all this bollocks. I know how to fire a loco.
Oh, I believe you, James. I know full well you know how to fire a lurker.
So, whacked the fack, Gooby. Whacked the
I've
fack.
just dropped down to 2 FPS, so this is fun.
Okay,
Oh dear.
I'm at 60.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm actually at 25 miles an hour and pretty much holding on that.
28 miles an hour
Wait,
and
is there supposed to
increasing.
be a gradient coming out of King's Cross?
I was going to say it's 1 in 106, but I remember being a lot faster than this when I tried it before.
Wait, you've had a test run?
Yeah.
For the benefit of the viewers, I don't know. Did we actually ever air the race that we did the first time round, where we did like Carlisle to Preston or Preston to Carlisle, whichever it was?
Yeah,
we did Carlisle to Glasgow,
Yeah.
and then we gave
If
up on
you
the
guys
second.
remember, the first time we did that, and I'm talking to you, the viewers as well, everybody, I won.
By
I
default.
did extremely well with the Britannia. I had it running like a sewing machine, and yet now it's rebelling. So people like Nathaniel saying I can't fucking drive, shove it up your bumhole.
Yeah, I would just like to say for the record, James is a very competent driver.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're just on
that's
LNR
obviously,
metals.
considering all the shit I get let loose on in real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, right. So where are you now, Reese? Because
Just-
we've missed the first tidbit.
Yeah, I'm just passing Finsbury Park.
Oh,
Okay, Finsbury Park. Finsbury Park. Back in the 1980s, when the Deltics came in, that was their allocation. BR built a brand new. Yeah, BR built a brand new depot. The first bit we missed. You came out of Copenhagen Gasworks Tunnel, and you're into Copenhagen Fields, which is where they filmed The Lady Killers.
Isn't
Ah.
Copenhagen in Denmark?
Yes, Copenhagen's in Denmark.
The more you know, Sam, the
guys.
more you know.
How
That's my
fast is
tidbit.
everyone going?
I'm going 38 mile an hour.
45.
I'm just about to pass through Finsbury Park at 49.
I'm through. I'm through Finsbury
45, you're
Park.
doing well. The gradient should be 1 in 200 for 8 miles.
Ooh.
It doesn't seem to be because I'm on a flat gradient.
Oh.
I was going to say I've been on like a 1 in 107 coming out of King's Cross, and then
Yeah,
I
and I was
remember it
fine.
goes quite flat after that. Right,
I
how-
also have an issue in that I'm too far away from my screen and I can't actually read what my water and coal is.
that's not helpful, Sam.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
It's funny you say that because I do go to Specsavers. That's where I get my glasses from,
Oh, nice.
which I am currently wearing. I'm just blind.
Right. Seeing as I forgot to actually say how fast I'm going, I'm nowhere near Finsbury Park, and I've barely just got to 25 miles an hour.
So, you must be coming off the gradient soon then.
Yeah.
I'm going through
I'm off it
Finsbury
now.
Park at 58 mile an hour.
Yeah, if you look on your right, you should. Everybody in the chat's pointing out. If you look on your right, you should see Arsenal's old Arsenal's old ground.
Oh, I think I missed it. I think I've already gone past it. Do you know what I love
Yeah.
about this route? Is that there's so much static scenery, like wagons and locos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It's
part of the route. It's not like in the scenario editor.
Yeah, and certainly for frame rate and that, it's a lot better than having it in the scenario.
I'm just passing. Oh, what station is this?
It
Hornsey.
should be Hornsey. Yep.
Yeah.
Again, the depot is on your right. You have an allocation of what was it? J50s, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And then you're just coming straight through Wood Green.
That is, yeah, Wood Green.
Right,
Yeah.
I've now reached maximum steam generation.
Lovely.
I guess you must have killed your fire or something. Like, just,
Nope.
I mean, I don't know what would have caused that issue. Apart,
Barely
I
yeah,
guess you're just potato.
I mean, you must have done something because you. I mean, maybe it just didn't like the gradient or something.
I'm straight. Yeah, I've now lost £3,500 an hour steam
Jeez.
generation straight away. Now it's building back up again, but it doesn't seem to be able to make its mind up what it's doing.
£3,500 an hour. How quickly
Yeah.
does that Britannia depreciate?
You mean?
Well, not
maximum
worth as much
generation
as
on
they
this
used to
thing.
be.
Maximum steam generation on this thing is £35,000 an hour, according to the game. I have no idea how any of that stuff actually goes along with real life.
Yeah, which is something quite difficult to get because in real life you don't have a steam generation rate.
Can't measure it, yeah.
Yeah. And there's that many variables involved in it, it's pretty much impossible to calculate it.
Right, I'm finally now going through Haringey.
I'm speeding and I'm not sure if I dare.
It's all, it's literally all straight, so
Yeah, but
I've just been paid another £1.99 donation from Bobo for Gaming to Crash.
Crash, crash, crash!
Well, I won't object to that.
Right, where are you, Sam?
New Southgate?
Ooh, we're neck and neck.
Really?
I'm
Ah,
0.2 from New Southgate, 0.1 from New Southgate.
I'm dump filed. Well, I can see how this is going to go then.
Right, I guess you could just load up from that station then, Sam.
Well, I can load in and start again. I hadn't really got that far. And like you said, we're going off the in-game clock. So.
Yeah, we're doing, 7 miles. I've only done 7 miles, so it's not as though it's like the end of the world. Incidentally,
Yeah.
I'm just saving the game while I think about it.
The question is, will it be able to survive or will it dump file again? Because if it's going to dump file like every 10 miles or so, I'm going to
not
have a
got
really
dump
bad
files.
issue.
Weird, I've never got dump files on this route.
But your computer isn't a potato.
I had a very bizarre problem with mine. When I load up a scenario, it goes completely black for setting up a scene. But if I put it on 3D clear, it's absolutely fine.
It
Yeah,
sounds
I
like
think
it's
that's just the
something with the weather, yeah.
Yeah, because did anybody ever have the old UKTS Swanage route? Not the new one, my second valve, the old one.
Nope.
That did the same thing. You make a scene, it goes completely black, but you put it on 3D clear and it's fine. It's weird.
Probably a corrupted weather setting.
I remembered it happened on Great Central Railway.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm on about. You just load it up, it's just dark.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, I'm passing through Oakley Park.
I've just passed through.
I'm doing 75 miles an hour.
I am doing 75. The race
I
is
was
currently between me and you, Calvin.
A Saint versus Flying Scotsman.
It's an A3
God.
versus a Saint.
Well, I guess if a Saint was recorded at 120 light engine,
Blimey.
Yeah, that's light engine, that doesn't count.
Just passing through New Barnet.
Just passing through the loading screen.
So, right, Dorset Rail Enthusiast is apparently... Oh, there's a, what's it called? The postal bag.
TPO apparatus.
TPO, yeah. That's cool. I wonder if this.
Are we going to go past the bit where they nicked it all? No, that'll be on West Coast, won't it?
Is this... What's your next station, Reese? Is this...
Hadley Wood. Yeah, Hadley Wood. But yeah, so James, Dorset Rail Enthusiast is saying you might have needed to wait for the superheater to get up to temperature because apparently that's simulated. I don't know, I've never...
Ryan O'Raggy.
What's that?
I said Ryan O'Raggy.
Ryan O'Raggy.
Yeah.
Azzacraft is asking Stephen to talk about if the guy doing the tidbits will talk about Essendine Station and Tallington Station, now Tallington Crossings.
When we get there, yes.
Hadley down, I'm just passing through at
Yep,
82
same.
miles an hour.
Oh, 79.
Oh. But I am using quite a lot of water, so, you know, that's where the...
It is the trade-off you make with the DTG locos.
Golden Eagle Studios is saying about why did I choose the default Scotsman noises instead of the Steam Sound Supreme. We've already covered that. I actually did install it, but it appears I've made a mistake with it. Nathan is asking, am I wrong roading? Am I? I don't know. Maybe. I guess so.
Who knows?
This is Train Simulator, and I've just learned to just accept it.
Yep. The way I look at it, Reese, you have the entire East Coast main line to yourself. It doesn't matter if you're on roading.
No, exactly.
I mean, you could literally go through all the sidings and everything, and it wouldn't make the slightest... Well, it'd make a difference to how well you did, but...
Oh, Reese Jones says I'm on a 4-road main line, I'm on the fast down. So I guess I am wrong roading it then.
No, fast down is
No.
what you want to be on.
Yeah, you go up to London.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because down... if you're living north of London, down is going north and up is going south.
Ah. Well, do you know what? I genuinely didn't know that. So
Yeah, you always go up to the headquarters of the
Ooh,
railway, and because the headquarters was normally London.
I'm
Which
just
is why, to
I'm
please Reese and James, the Great Western and the Southern make the most sense because it's the right way round.
Well, hey,
However, the Great Western and the Southern don't cover as much of the country as the LMS and the LNER, so they're wrong.
well, that's not exactly fair.
I think it's fair.
Right, I am at 87 miles per hour. I've just passed through Potter's Bar.
I'm up
I am
to...
at about 300 FPS on the loading screen.
Excellent.
Lovely. My game gets more FPS on the loading screen. Like, just loading and
Right,
doing
I think I've cleared
than it
most
does
of...
in-game doing nothing.
Right,
Okay,
my
it says here the track was previously double, but then it was quadrupled in the 50s to provide extra capacity.
I didn't know it was doubled or quadrupled as late as that.
Yep, in the 1950s, the previous double track here was quadrupled in a scheme to provide an extra port for each of the 3 tunnels and rebuild Hadley Wood and Potter's Bar stations.
Bloody hell. I've
Right,
just
going
passed
through
through...
Brookman's Park.
Yeah, I've just passed through it. Whoa, you must have caught up then.
I'm doing 84.
Oh,
Remember-
mate. I'm doing 87, so it's still neck and neck.
Remember different train rates there, Reese.
True.
I have 50 FPS.
No one knows where anyone is.
That is true. It's all about the time. It is
Which
all
is why
about the
it makes
time.
it so exciting, because you could be in the lead, and you could get there first, and you could be dead last.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't know until everyone's finished.
I've got
I know, but
4:56 on the clock. 4:56.
Come on, Wikipedia. Load up.
Rubbish.
Do you know, I'm really glad this route is released because there's a scene in Over the Hills which, it's only about a minute or 2 long, the scene, but it does require a flashback to the East Coast Main Line.
Does it?
Nice.
The more you know.
This
And
is
your
when,
lives are forever
this
changed.
Yep, this is when Leslie was running on it with 12 Pullmans.
Yes, Leslie was pulling 12 Pullmans at 100 miles an hour on the East Coast Main Line. And that's
Yep,
where he
had
first...
to take over after the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah. I'm using the RW Enhancer Pro Pack as well. But if I'm honest, I don't know how much of a difference it's really made. It does look quite nice though, but I'm getting a lot of potato frames whenever a new asset tile is loading in.
I've found my settings, so yeah.
I'm not brave enough to fiddle around with them yet.
I've only just gone through Potter's Bar now.
Jeez.
Hatfield, not to confuse with Hadfield.
Hatley!
Change here for Buston and Wenstead.
What? You're not at Hatfield already?
I'm just approaching Hatfield.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the junction for the St Albans branch,
Well, hey.
which I believe was Midland. Was it Midland or...
Oh, there's an N2.
Worth taking a visit down.
There's an N2 in the shed. Oh, there's another N2.
Yeah, small loco depot.
They're pretty. Oh, there's the branch.
And now up to 87. And that's probably the maximum I'm gonna have to hit.
Oh, I'm down to 84.
I'm just coasting along at 75.
I'm just on the loading screen.
I'm about to use 500 gallons of water.
Yeah, I've used about nearly 700. So, yeah. How many miles have we done? It was 188. So, nearly 20 miles. Have you 700 gallons in 20 miles? Wow, we've got 94 people watching. We did have over 100 at one point.
Wow.
Wow.
So it does seem that these races are quite popular, Sam.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of people want to watch us fail.
I know.
Crash,
Okay.
die and burn and melt.
I'm meaning this genuinely. Whenever we do these races, let's be honest, how many times do we actually do these races and we run them without any issues?
Not very often. That's why you've just reminded me to save my
I
game
don't
again.
think we've ever run a single race where we haven't had an issue with at least one of us.
Yeah. Where am I I'm approaching Welwyn.
Welling.
Welwyn.
Our
I
failure
was going to say
is entertaining.
which one? Garden City or North?
Garden City.
Okay. Says here, used to have branch lines to Hertford and... my voice went funny then. Hertford and Dunstable.
Dumpstable.
Big dump.
Dunstable.
Dumpstable. I should go move there.
Man, my exhaust injectors are really struggling.
I
you
hope
driving
everybody's
in a van?
enjoying the tip.
Well,
I hope
Calvin,
everybody's
if you're
enjoying these
using,
facts.
if you've got the reg wide open, the exhaust injector won't work at full whack. You'll need to only give it a bit of steam because you're
Jeez.
exhausting so much. So even only partly open, it's going to have fuckloads of steam going to it.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because injectors are incredibly complicated things.
Yeah.
I'm just about to pass over a viaduct towards Welling.
I'm passing to
That
the
is
north platform
called-
now.
Well, it's either called Welling or Digswell. It is 519 yards
What?
long,
You
40 yard.
Calvin
Go
has
on.
already picked up a lead on me.
I'm in the
Right.
tunnels.
Yeah, you've got a lead, about 0.2 of a lead on me then.
So you're just on the viaduct now.
I'm just passing through the platform, about to enter the tunnel.
Alright, well, just quickly going back to the viaduct. It is 519 yards long, 40 arches, and 97 feet high.
There we go.
No,
Now, I hope
the-
everybody's enjoying these little facts in the chat.
The last time I was on the East Coast Main Line in a train simulator was in MSTS,
Oh god, yes.
and It may sound like that was a long time ago, but I didn't actually transition from MSTS into a train simulator until 2015.
I remember when I first had that, and I couldn't work out how the French loco worked. I found the sander, but not the regulator, so I just end up dumping a whole lot of sand on the track.
Well, MSTS is what started me off on my reskinning, actually. And I still have a few reskins somewhere on UKTS of stuff I did.
Right, let's get a check on how far everyone is from the end. I am 164 miles, 0.8 miles from York.
I am on the loading screen.
Sam is still on the loading screen.
I hate my computer.
I am 163.8 miles to York.
Yep, you've got about half a mile ahead of me then.
Oh.
Well, what's your water capacity?
At the moment, 2,824.
Oh, it's a 3,500 gallon tender, isn't it?
Yep.
So I may have the advantage. You've got slight advantage on speed at the moment, whereas I may have a slight advantage in that I can probably go further with the water I have.
But it's not a
However-
question of if you can go further, it's a question of how many water stops you need. If you both still only need one water stop, it won't make a difference.
I need all 4 troughs.
Do you know, I'm pretty sure I was going much faster the last time I did this.
Huh.
Do you know,
Just gone through well in at 80.
Come on.
what time is your in-game clock at, Reese?
My in-game clock is at 10:22:46.
Oh my god, I've been loading in now for about 15 minutes.
Jeez.
I need a new laptop.
Yeah, I think it's time that you had a new laptop, dude.
And I need an expensive laptop.
Try looking into MSI or...
Yeah,
Please,
I
did
can't.
see-
Sorry?
Did I just see you go through Nebworth?
Yes, you did.
Yep, you are about to join the Hertford Loop. It should be on your right.
Yeah, I
And
can
then
see
we-
it.
Yeah, and then we've got water troughs.
The first of the water troughs
Hello! I need
Should be.
this.
that I can't use.
I got it. Come on. I
Oh,
don't
you
wanna
gotta
break
be
it.
shitting me. If he can use the water troughs, I'm screwed.
Yeah, you can, so you're screwed.
However, I don't want to break my water troughs, so... Ow!
I hope you break your water trough.
My water scoop, I
Reese,
don't want to break it.
what a horrible thing to say to a fellow Great Western man.
As much as I love the Great Western, I really hope he snaps his water scoop off.
I love the Great Western, but I love winning more.
That is exactly what it is. I love winning far more. There's the water scoop. Or the water trough, rather. There it
Because you
is.
don't have a scoop.
I'm going to press T and Y anyway, because why not? Give me water, give me water, give me water, give me water, and nothing for Reese.
Access denied. Oh, it's like the... Oh, while we're on MSTS, I'll give you like good old callback. Permission denied.
Next station should be...
Every
Permission
time you press
denied.
tab. Permission denied.
Mission denied.
Hang
On
on,
the
hang on, hang
on the
on.
Seven Valley
I'm
route, it
thrashing
was a
through
northern bloke.
right now.
Permission denied.
On the anyone remember the Seven Valley pack for MSTS?
I never had it.
had it.
No, I didn't have it.
It was
I
so
never
good.
did.
It had 813 in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Next stop should be Stevenage. Well, not stop, you know what I mean.
I'm 0.4 of a mile from Stevenage.
No,
The only
stop,
thing I
do
know
stop,
about
do stop.
Stevenage-
Stevenage.
The only thing I
Well,
know about
must be stopping.
Stevenage is it's where Lewis Hamilton was born. That's the only thing I know about Stevenage.
Dude,
Stevenage,
that's a-
home to one of Britain's biggest wankers.
Reese,
Oh.
not
Yeah.
Reese, James.
Hmm.
There are a lot of people that could count as.
Yep. Folkestone,
Like,
home to Britain's biggest wanker.
No comment.
I'm pretty sure last time I drove this, I was doing like 90 mile an hour here.
I'm going along at 85 now, I'm pretty happy.
I'm still on the loading screen.
Wow.
I'm steaming against the injector as well.
See, this is why I need to set up about an hour before we actually start.
Right, I'm now picking up some pressure now. Jesus. Hang on. Right, let's just sit in the passenger seat. What are we having? Fuck. I got no food. Or wine.
What coaches have you got?
I'm currently sitting in... Hang on, if I can pan over... I'm sitting in Zena.
Oh, okay. I have a Pullman observation coach at the very end, and we are about to serve the first course.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I think Stephen
Is it
the chef de partie today. So what's on the menu today, Stephen?
Oh God. Starters. You can have some crab.
Ooh, that's not a bad
Can't think
chef.
of-
What? Just one
That's
crab
a
or
bit
many
nippy.
crab?
It's not even cooked. It's just an actual live crab on a plate.
It's
Oh
a
really?
Oh, you could have a prawn
Yorkshire
co-
puddings and onion
prawn
gravy.
cocktail with crab, shrimp,
Do you have a packet of crisps?
prawns.
Quavers, even.
Yeah, pack of
Yorkshire
quavers.
Yorkshire pudding with onion gravy because we're going to the
Yes.
historical capital of Yorkshire.
Are you
That's
sponsored by
true.
Greg's? Is the Pullman sponsored by Greg's?
That's a,
Yes.
Actually, that's the point. I just realised if Reese is pulling Pullman, do you know what you're doing?
What?
You're hauling the Yorkshire Pullman.
I'm actually
Hey!
hauling the Queen of Scots. But that's actually it's technically it's the Yorkshire Pullman, but I didn't have the name boards
haven't
for
got the
Yorkshire.
headboard.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're approaching
Hitchin. Yeah.
Yep, where it says the Midland
Bedford and
used to.
Hitchin branch.
Yep, the Hitchin branch to Cambridge, and it's also where the Midland used to join the main line to reach London before they built St Pancras. Because when it first opened,
St
the
Pancras.
Midland and the Great Northern both used to share King's Cross. Okay, that didn't quite get the reaction.
Why am I slowing down again? I'm going downhill. I should be increasing speed.
Well, you have got a load of like 400 odd tons.
And you're about low on pressure.
I'm shoveling like hell.
How fast you going?
You
Reece?
shouldn't shovel like hell.
That's the only way to fire a loco. Shovel like mad. I'm
How
doing
fast you going?
83.
Okay,
Fill-
I'm doing a
fill the
tinsy bit
fire
more
up.
than you.
Right.
How
I'm doing
fast are you
1
doing?
mile.
84.4. I'm
Oh.
climbing slowly. I'm
Jeez.
steaming against the injector as well. That's the live injector, not the exhaust injector. That's how well this thing is now steaming.
Yeah, I'm steaming. I've got my injectors on as well.
I have good
Yeah.
news.
What, you're in?
Is it the Dacia Sandero?
Yeah. Next
Sam has
question.
decided that as he can't drive the Duchess on Train Simulator, he's going to play on a
I'm
driving
going to go
game
on-
and drive a Dacia
Yep.
Sandero from.
I'm going on
London to
Forza
York
Horizon
instead.
4. I'm going on
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 4, and I'm going to race the Flying Scotsman on there instead.
Yeah.
You probably
You're
get
on the
better
A1.
frames per second, to be honest.
I have Forza Horizon 4, and I can play that with absolutely no issues whatsoever.
Well,
It's
I could
a
just...
Train Sim is the only game I have issues with.
Did somebody do a mod once of Flying Scotsman for GTA 5?
I haven't seen one for GTA 5. Somebody's just donated again. Bobo the Gamer's just donated £2 to say no, not more food. Well,
I
this
think
is
that's,
king.
this is a
I
dining
think that's a fair
service.
comment. Yeah, but
It's
Reece,
compulsory.
Reece, it's your dining service, and that makes all the difference.
Okay, James Smith has just said he wants some LMS crabs for my Pullman dinner. Okay.
There we go. I am just about to pass through 3 counties.
Really, just 3? Just only 3?
Only
My
3 of them.
What's the max speed any of you guys have done so far?
I've hit about 87. That's my
I've
fastest.
hit 87. Yeah, 87.
87.
I'm trying
I
to
can
work
top
out what the
87.
3 counties are. Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, and I assume Cambridgeshire. Hence the name.
Well, the good news is I'm now back in the actual playing bit. Which means I've got a 5-minute wait to shovel up the fire, and then I can go again. And see how far I get before I dump file.
Well, I'm down to 80 miles an hour.
I'm up to 84.
Out of curiosity, how long since you guys actually left in in-game time?
It is 31 minutes since I left.
Oof, hang on, let me just calculate mine. Just check.
Any productions want some chips? No. You can have chips with your main.
Maybe he wants his main now instead of a starter.
33 minutes.
Who's currently doing the fastest speed at the moment?
Me, I'm stationary. Eat that.
No, 'cause who's doing the fastest speed at the minute?
Probably Littlewood, I think. Or me.
I'm doing
Right,
84.
I'm doing
Because you-
81.
Right,
I'm
you've just
doing-
gone through Ardsley. This is where Silver Link, with Silver Jubilee, reached 112.5 miles per hour. Can you beat it?
No chance.
I'll give it a go. Anyone can, a Duchess can.
I'm just over a mile from 3 counties myself now.
Oh, you're still behind me then, so I'm in with a fighting chance.
Yeah, of course I'm still behind you. Did you not listen to what a bad start I had?
No.
Yeah, James had a pretty potato start.
Dylan Coles wants the shrimps, by the way.
Good choice.
Apparently I'm a terrible host. The sausage wine is not ready because it's still defrosting.
What?
It's been in the
Yeah,
freezer
it's,
for the last 20 years. So
It's brewed in Siberia.
yeah.
It's
got to
brewed deep in the permafrost.
it's got to be it's like that Icelandic fish dish where they take a shark, they kill it, they bury it underground for 3 weeks and then they serve it.
I've never heard of it, but I believe you.
It is. It's a real thing. It's in Iceland. It's a delicacy, and it's a shark. And they kill it. They cut it up and do whatever they do with it. Then it's buried underground, allowed to rot, and then 3 weeks later they dig it up. And then
It
they,
sounds a bit. You finish.
To be fair, it's only what we do with alcohol, isn't it?
pretty much.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like, is it Finland or Sweden where they've got that drink and it's got someone's toe in it?
Toes
on
and
QI.
nutritious. Good bit of
It was on
protein.
QI.
Oh god, we're down to 76 people watching.
Oh dear.
Can't say I blame them. I mean, we're putting on a terrible show here, let's be
I
honest.
mean, we did top out at 101, so I want to know where everybody went.
Right, I'm through Ardsley.
I'm increasing speed a little bit.
Ardsley, even.
I'm just approaching Biggleswade.
You can
Oh,
make
yeah.
it my way.
Approaching. Oh, Sandy. With LNR on it. Up to 85.5 miles an hour.
My boy Julian, sausage wine, yes, it is an actual branded wine. You can actually get sausage wine. It is a real genuine thing. Unfortunately, it's that dangerous that it's been condemned by all militaries across the world for...
It's no longer sold in supermarkets. It's sold in like chemical specialists for
It's sold
mostly
in
for
black market weapon supplies.
yeah, mostly for military purposes. To be honest,
What,
Like,
is it cure for
one mouthful is enough to get you completely and totally pissed.
I'm getting slightly worried about the passengers, Reese.
I wouldn't be.
Fine. The idea
Well, somebody
is,
said, LNR Pacific said Super Pug bought him a cocaine kipper, and Bobo Gaming said, I'll take some Scottish beef served with a cough medicine sauce, a side of meth, some crack, and what?
on ice. Crack on ice. That is exactly on the menu.
That's a dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's on the menu that the chef de partie didn't know about, so yeah, it's going well.
Which is rather worrying, actually, because my dad is a former customs and excise officer.
Uh-oh.
The key word there being former.
Yes,
Former.
that's true.
Right, guys, I've got more excellent news.
What?
You're moving.
I'm on the road again. I am now setting off from King's Cross for the second time. Now, being a believer in the saying third time lucky, I've got a feeling this is also going to be a disaster.
Dylan Coast is nice shrimp, thank you very much.
I'm at 83.6 miles per hour.
Steaming against both objectives
8.6
now.
miles an hour.
How much?
8.6.
8.6. Sam is really doing well today. I'm just
Yep.
approaching Sandy.
Now, Sandy is a double junction. On the right, which is the first one, it goes to Cambridge. Actually, no, tell a lie, it's where the cross-country route from Cambridge to Bletchley crosses over.
Bletchley Park.
Yeah, it should come in on your right, run parallel, and then go up and over a flyover.
Yes, I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, from what I remember.
Reese, you sounded northern then, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, there are, every now and then, there's some words I say, and I go full hull on you. Like, although...
But lion,
Although-
wardrobe.
No, it's a Hull accent. It's not Yorkshire as such. It's, oh no, oh no.
And you are now in the hands of Peterborough.
Well, actually, I'm wondering about Peterborough because I don't think I need to stop yet because I've still got over 4,000 gallons. So I might look at Doncaster as my second stop, or my first stop rather.
Ooh.
Although, thinking about it, if I stop at Peterborough, even though I don't need to as such, I will be, I don't have to take on so much water, but then it means I can pretty much run unstopped to York.
Yeah, the question is, Reese, is Peterborough worse for track than Doncaster? Where are you going to have to slow down most?
If I'm honest, I have no idea. Because I've never driven this route in full. So,
Yeah, I've never driven it at all. In fact, I made it about 8 miles and then jump fired, so...
yeah.
Right, so
It's a good one for Sandy.
Yeah, I've got another feeling that I'm probably going to make it about the same distance.
well, I'll give
It's-
you a heads up anyway, since I'm far ahead.
Here's another good one for Sandy. It's where the Great Northern tried to build a route from Cambridge to South Wales.
Whoa.
It's also a squirrel in SpongeBob.
Yeah, they tried to get. The Great Northern tried to tap into the South Wales coal industry like everybody else did, and they got as far as Bedford.
Sam,
Wow.
Sam, what was that fact?
It's also a squirrel in SpongeBob.
I like how we're getting a history lesson about Cambridge. Oh my god, the crossing gates. Oh, okay.
I'm just going through Sandy myself.
Did you just go straight through them, Reese?
No, the crossing gates were literally closing like 50 metres ahead of me.
Where was that, Reese?
Tempsford.
Okay.
Oh, what? Hello?
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Okay, alright. That's alright, because I haven't moved my mouse cursor in a while, my screen just went blue.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously with all computers, if you don't use them a lot, the screen goes blue and then black, and that's what it did. And I'm like,
You can turn that off in your settings.
well, I don't know where it is, so I just moved the mouse.
Right, I am at 84 miles per hour, and I am 140 miles from York.
I am 187
I'm
miles from York.
143 and counting.
I'm
See-
at 137.2.
You've really lifted a lead on me.
The Great Western for the win.
Why is it whenever I drive
Totally
something Great
off.
Western, then it never goes well for me? I always end up...
Reese, stop and think. Do you really want to ask this question?
No,
The reason,
shut
Reese,
up,
I
Sam.
can tell you the reason. I can tell you the reason, Reese, and the reason is that when you choose something Great Western, you don't choose something made by Victory Works. As we all know, Victory Works locos are overpowered.
Yep. But let's
That's
be
your
honest,
problem.
for the sake of Train Simulator, wouldn't you rather have an overpowered loco than an underpowered
Hey,
one?
that's a nice steep downhill gradient coming up.
Yeah, Reese, I'm really not far behind you, dude. What distance are you now?
138.6.
141.6.
Oh, you're catching up.
Slowly but surely.
I'm using
What
this.
speed are you doing?
I'm doing 83.9.
I'm doing 88.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back in time.
Don't let me down.
Oh.
By the way, has everybody finished with their starters?
yeah, I think so.
Okay
I want
then.
more
gates.
Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, the
I want
crossing
more
gates!
gravy.
Oh god! Oh,
Okay, so
well.
for main we have Hunter's chicken,
Decent.
a roast, a Yorkshire roast.
Roast Yorkshire
Even
roast. So
better.
it's a Yorkshire roast that's been roasted.
Wow.
You've got to roast the Yorkshire roast, James. You can't just have a Yorkshire roast. You've got to have a roasted Yorkshire roast. It's
Extra
very important.
roasty.
Yeah. So you cook it and then you say to it, "You are fucking shit."
Yep.
So that it's been roasted.
Yep.
Oh dear.
The
Then it
Gordon
gets-
Ramsay
we've got-
treatment.
The
so
pain
we've got
the
a
meal
Yorkshire
experiences
roast,
gives you
So
a
we've got a
good one.
Yorkshire roast, Hunter's chicken, or steak hoagie.
Is there no burger?
You can have a burger.
Yeah.
They're gonna be-
that sounds right.
Do you know what? I'm going to just interject here. Like, unlike the rest of you, I, the driver and the fireman, we are going to order cheeseburgers because I'll have you know that we have a corridor connection in our tender. So you
I
can
have plain
actually,
potatoes.
you can bring food to the driver.
To be fair, you can will a same. All you need to do is open the gangway door at the end and just chuck it at
Yeah,
him.
just throw, like, frisbee the plate across to the driver.
Yeah.
You can just chuck
Reese, to
suppose you
be
could-
fair, you may have a corridor connection, which I do not have. But what I also do not have is any fucks to give.
I've got no more fucks to give. My fucks have
Actually,
all
just
run dry.
Reese, what's your distance now?
It is 135.8.
138.6.
Oh!
I've gained 0.2 of a mile on you, slowly but surely.
Sorry,
and I'm
I-
accelerating very slowly.
135.7 I meant, sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
No, honestly, it's right now it's 135.4.
138.1.
So,
So-
you know the speed limit is 70.
At the moment for me it's 100.
Okay,
I went
I'm
through
in
it.
70. So I think I should probably not do much over it, seeing as I keep going into the red.
I just went through a 70 limit, and that's through a station, so...
To be honest, I'm not letting off until I at least reach Peterborough. Incidentally, let's have a look at the map because I don't know how far away
Yeah,
that
but
is.
the thing is, Reese, you not letting off is like in the 80s. Me not letting off is in the hundreds. And 20 mile an hour can make a lot of difference going around a corner.
It can, I'll give you that.
What speed are you doing now, Reese?
Stand by, I'm just checking the map. I am doing... Oh, I'm slowing down 81 miles an hour. That's not good.
I'm doing 87.7.
Jeez, he's catching me.
Slowly. What an amazing clutch it would be, though, if I managed to get second place, having been doing so badly.
You did get a bit of a crappy start, I'll be fair to you.
Yeah, but-
So you are pulling it back slowly. That's why you should, like, just because you have a crappy start in a race, never give up. You know,
Yeah, and it's the great, thing about particularly with these long races. They are very much a test of how you perform over time,
yeah,
not how you perform in an instant.
yeah,
If you
because
do a short race, you know, if you do 50 miles, the start can win or lose the race. If you do a few 100 miles, you know, you could start off really terribly, but you could get it back over time.
yeah, exactly. I would love to see somebody make a new A4 or an A3 for Train Sim.
Yes.
Like an advanced version, I would love to see that.
I think looking at it from what you've just said, the A3 is the better option, because think about it, you could have an A1, an A3, an A3 with a Great Northern tender, A3 double chimney no smoke deflector.
Oh, that's
four
sharp.
beans with the double, and the four beans with a double chimney and smoke deflectors.
The other thing is, it wouldn't actually take much to convert an A3 into an A4.
That's true.
From a modelling perspective, you'd have a lot of common parts, so you'd be able to make both of them without too much difficulty.
Okay, Dylan Coles is either very, very hungry or he likes my cooking, because he's just ordered every single main course.
That's brave.
What were the main courses again? It was cheeseburger, Hunter's chicken,
beef burger, Hunter's chicken,
And a roasted Yorkshire roast that's been roasted.
A roast Yorkshire dinner, and a steak hoagie.
I've never heard of a steak hoagie, if I'm honest.
Well, a steak hoagie, well, I've always worked in pubs, and one of my pubs, that was what we used to cook, and basically what it is, it's like a 6-inch piece of baguette, and you fill it with a mix of onion and mushroom, and there's strips of steak in it, and you cook it and you make that as a pre-mix, and then you put that in the baguette, and then you cover it with like a thin layer of cheese. You don't have to go over the top, and then that's what it is. And then you just grill the cheese on the top.
That does actually, yeah, it's a bit like a Philly cheesesteak then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds quite good actually. I'll be fair.
Right, I'm into the 100 zone and I'm opening a route.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you with your modified loco.
Yeah, but I have got like an extra what, 50 odd tons.
Racy Poo?
Yeah.
Distance?
Right, I think you're about to overtake me because I'm down to 78 miles an hour.
Distance?
Distance is 130.3.
132.
Oh yeah, you're closing the gap on me.
And I'm doing 88.5 miles an hour.
You got 10 miles an hour on me, mate. At some point, you're gonna fly past me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why? I was literally, the last time I did this, I was doing like 96. Same
Reece,
loco.
Have you blown off at all?
No.
I've been blowing off.
But I got a good fire.
The thing is, last time you were doing it, you were focusing solely on the race. This time, you're focusing on the live stream and the chat.
This happens to me every time. I get distracted by things.
Yeah, and that's why it's so challenging.
According to my valve gear, the loco is in very, very low cutoff in reverse.
Yeah, but James, don't you know, you've got to go backwards to go forwards?
Yeah. 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
No, it's 1 step backwards and 2 steps forwards.
Oh.
Well, that's what you're doing anyway.
Dorset Rally Enthusiast, yes, the steak hoagie comes with chips, so you can have some chips.
There we go.
Well, that's me, sold on it.
Oh, it's a 1 in 200. James, I'm on a 1 in 200 gradient uphill, so I'm going to lose more speed.
Oh,
I just love the fact that I'm plugging where I used to work.
Reece, you should have taken 14 Pullmans.
I'm just going through Huntington, Reece.
Huntington, where's that? I think that's... Huntington is... Yep.
Huntingdon.
Huntingdon, that's the station behind me.
129.5 miles.
I'm at 128. You've already gained half a mile on me.
Yeah,
I've got my injector singing away, just being absolutely perfect. I can just adjust it a teensy bit just to calm it down a bit, and then when I need more, I can just turn it back up again. Just on constantly.
The real race is at the back.
I can just sit in the observation coach, and I'll see you overtaking me at some point.
Well, driving through you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, are you on the same track as me?
Of course I am, you tard.
Are we all doing for water?
I don't know.
I've got 2,400 gallons.
Why is there a 70 zone?
2,390 gallons.
How much? Sorry?
You just
2,390.
I've still got 3,600.
Reece, are you approaching Huntington?
I've already passed through it.
Right, just a quick thing then while I just catch up. It's another double junction, and it's if you go right, you go to St Ives and Cambridge, and if you go left, you go to Kettering.
Ooh.
Oh.
And Reece, you better be very, very careful on this next section.
Which section's that? Just so I remember. Which how to get
no,
anywhere?
it's not that. It's the fact that he's driving Flying Scotsman and he's approaching Abbots Ripton, where the Flying Scotsman crashed.
Oh.
Well, Reece, if you're going to throw it off the rails, now's your chance.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
And actually-
probably going to happen.
Two interesting facts about that crash. One, it was caused by ice and snow, which was the inspiration for the Flying Kipper crash, and because of it, it was where, or the reason why, the Great Northern invented their famous somersault signals.
I thought it was just because they got drunk one day and went, fuck it, let's make it flip round.
Well, no, because it was because of the accident. It was ice and snow pushing the signal down. So the idea is, if it goes all the way up, so there's a massive gap, the snow pushes the signal down, it all falls off, and then the signal reverts back to danger. Almost like these. There's a couple on. I think it's the Carl Block House line. It's the Carl Block House line. It's got a rockfall signal. It's set for a clear road, but as soon as a rock lands on the cable, the arm automatically goes down to danger.
Why is there a hole why is there a hole? Hole. I'm looking at my 2D map and there's a hole in it.
Maybe there's a hole in it.
I'm just going to say I'm going 90 miles an hour.
2D map.
I don't know whether you'll catch us though.
That's my challenge. I mean, I don't know what my time will be, but my challenge is, can I catch up to you before the stream ends?
Well, it's 10:51. What?
What's your distance?
123.8.
Or 124.5.
Oh, it's not much. It's less than a mile in it.
118.8.
The good news
Your
is
lead
I've
is
got a lot
growing
further than
larger.
I did last time.
Good.
Yeah, I just hit 88.
In your OP loco.
It's
Yeah.
not OP, because literally I
It
can't
is
go
OP.
100. I can't do 100.
Yeah, but that's way more powerful. It's still way more powerful than a Saint would have been IRL.
Yeah, see, the thing is, when you're looking at engines, you've got to think not just about like how fast you can do, but how much you can pull doing it. See, this is where people get confused, because people get tractive effort, which is the force you can exert, confused with power.
Yeah,
Tractive
horsepower.
effort is essentially how much weight you can pull. Power is how much weight you can pull and how quickly you can pull it. So you may have like an 9F which may be able to pull a few hundred tons, but it might only be able to do it at 50 miles an hour. Whereas you might have a more powerful engine which can pull the same load at a quicker speed,
And
or
yet my
even
Saint's like
less of a
20,000.
load at a much quicker speed. In which case, although it can't pull as much, it's still more powerful because it can go a lot faster. Anyway, that's your lesson on, some physics stuff there for you.
Alright, I'm at 82 miles an hour.
86.5.
I knew I should have put a surprise class 37 on the back.
I thought it was a
Is that why you were
66.
doing so well last time?
No. Surprise Super 47.
Yes, Super 47.
No,
Surprise
Super
Caledonian Railway Pug.
Yeah, Super Pug.
I need to do it. Someone make me a cape. Like, someone make me a cape that I can put on the pug as a child object.
Oh,
and I will
dude.
reskin it
Yes.
to look like Superman.
I thought you said somebody make me a cake.
Well, that too.
I'll make you a cake. It'll
Let
be-
them
That's
with
dessert.
cake.
That's what the dessert is. You all get a cake in the shape of Super Pug.
Now, I would
Nice.
actually pay for that. That would be pretty cool as a cake. That would be amazing.
We got Nunlow a cake for her 80th
With
birthday.
the wide bulging eyes.
You could make them out
Was
of
it in the
icing.
shape of Nunlow?
No, it was just a normal rectangular cake, but we had like a picture of Nunlo printed onto it.
I think somebody did that for Tornado's 10th
Ooh,
birthday.
Hatfield.
They made a cake, but it was in the shape of Tornado.
Wait, Bobo for Gaming's just donated another £1.99 and said the food is amazing. Shows
Thank
what
you.
a good cook can do. Stephen, he really liked your cooking.
Well, I have worked in the pub
Hang on a
trade
minute,
for 4 years.
Reese, why is it tipping you and not the chef?
I know, right? Because that's how the AWP Pullman service works. all tips get handed in to the driver.
Right, Reese, what's your distance?
Right, I'm 82.7 miles and I've got 119.3 miles to go. I'm just approaching.
I'm 0.3 miles away.
Oh, he's catching up.
I'm
I see.
0.4,
I'm just approaching Holm down.
0.3,
Home. Thank you, Reese. I was about to ask you that, where you are.
0.2,
No.
0.1 to go.
I don't want you to, James. If you go
0.
past, I'll server mute you and I'll ban you from AWP.
180 miles.
Reese, what you should do is you should use the emergency potato messaging system and see if
I'm
you can
just
get a
going
headshot
past
on the
these
Yes,
wagons.
yes. At the next station, we need to use the emergency potato system
I
because
really want someone to make that as a token exchange system.
yes.
You know, like will the GWS
hang-
tokens and will he
hang on, right.
TPO?
Did somebody say use the emergency potato system at home?
Yes.
Right, because it says here Holm had a passenger service to Ramsey, which it lost in 47, but it stayed open for freight, and the traffic was coal, grain, and potatoes.
Yes.
There you go, it's appropriate.
Who said
Unfortunately,
about having
the potato trade died out because people started to not buy the potato wine anymore because they were liking sausage wine instead.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. The sausage one was a real hit.
who said about having the potato exchange? Where
Sam.
was it?
Me.
Right, through pizza.
Sam,
But,
perfect timing is all
yeah.
I'm going to say on that.
There is an interesting story behind the potato exchange thing though, which I'm sure I've told many times before, but why not go over it again? Essentially, on dining trains, when they ran out of materials, they would write what they needed in a potato. They'd write it down on a note. They'd then core a potato. They'd stick it in the potato, and they'd chuck it at the signalman as they went past. The signalman would then telephone ahead and arrange for the supplies to be delivered to the next station the train stopped at.
The thing, I'm just
So it would mean
approaching
that,
So-
Yaxley down.
So
Oh,
presumably when they were testing it, they were undertaking the potato exchange trials.
I like that.
Reese,
Yes.
look what's ahead of you. Look what's ahead of you.
Oh crap! What is? Oh my God! What is that?
Is
That's
it a whole
decent.
load of what looks like chimneys?
I'm just approaching Peterborough.
You
Me
got a whole
too.
load of chimneys?
No, I'm not quite that close, but I can see Peterborough is ahead, and I genuinely don't know what track I'm going to be going through on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up here because
Oh
I'm
no!
watching the strip. Because according to the stream that I'm watching, you're at Yaxley.
Yeah, I've just passed through you actually. Hey, we're up to 96 people watching. So for the people watching the live stream, thank you everybody for coming to join us tonight. I really hope you're
Thank you
enjoying
for
the live
coming
stream. Thank you for coming back. Yes, and share this to all your friends. Let's see if
do
we
it.
can get 100 people watching again. Hey, we got
Let's see if we can
97.
get 4472 viewers.
Yes, 4,472.
Reese, what's your distance?
114.7.
Right, so you've just
Oh
got
yes,
past.
I'm literally 0.1 of a mile ahead of you.
Oh, he's done it. He's only gone and done it.
Right,
Right.
so you've just gone past a whole load of brickworks, which is what Peterborough is famous for. Which is
it?
also why they've got a large Italian culture, because they used to basically a whole load of Italians came over to work from London Brick after the war.
Woohoo! Cheap legal labour.
Yep, you should have just have you gone past Fletton Junction?
Not yet. No, I'm just zooming
One,
ahead just to
2,
see
3, 4.
what I'm.
Yes!
I see a 20-mile-an-hour limit coming up.
I picked up my
dear.
next one.
Oh no! Yeah, I see it as well. Oh God, that
So I'm
means
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to lay off.
I'm
Right,
gonna have to
You
ask
should be
then.
you should be approaching Fletton Junction, which is still there, and it's where the Nene Valley has its mainline connection.
Oh, okay.
So
That's still there. Although it's a bit weird because you can only get to it from like one direction.
Oh god, I'm
That's a terrible band.
1 point. Oh, shut up.
and what?
I'm 1.5 from Peterborough. I need to. No, I'm gonna lay off.
I'm gonna
Right.
ask then. Up until Peterborough, you're okay to not close the reg.
I was basically at full power the whole way.
What will the max speed you did?
Oh, I made it to about 87 was my maximum. I'm applying the brakes though because I don't want to derail.
Right,
Yeah,
I
basically
just feel...
what happens. Basically, what happens at Peterborough, as I understand it, is it narrows. It goes into like a bottleneck, and then once you're on the outside of Peterborough, it sort of opens up again. From what I understand.
Anyways, I picked up about 650 gallons of water on the next trough.
Oh, I'm down to 3,000 gallons. There's 20
So
miles an
up
hour
to-
zone here.
So I'm back up to 2,635 gallons.
Have you just gone over a flyover bridge?
Yeah, I'm on it now.
Yep. Well, if you quickly look to your left, that's where Rail World now is,
Okay.
and the Nene Valley. You should go through Peterborough, and then there's a flyover called, I believe it was called Wisbeach North.
I'm just
think it's
increasing the
called-
speed now.
Yeah, it was called. And then on the other side of Peterborough, there's another flyover.
Oh crap!
What was
What
that?
happened?
I think we're all right. Oh, that was tight.
That was.
How fast you going, Reese Poo?
It was about 60.
Oh,
Okay, so I can get away with at least 50.
Oh, I just went steaming past a water trough. No, water pipe rather. Oh well, I'm opening her
So,
up
wait,
again.
Reese, are you saying you do go into the water stop station?
Hang on.
Yeah, Peterborough. I went through the platform where there was a water pipe at the end of it.
Right, I'm gonna stop at Peterborough and take water then, I reckon.
I'm not stopping because I think I can make it to York without water.
I'll have to see.
Let's-
You've got
Should be,
6,000 gallons, haven't you?
Yeah, I started
I've
off
got
with
5,000
6,000.
in the Duchess.
Yeah. Yes, so you should have gone under a flyover. Yeah, you should have gone under a flyover, which is where the Midland and Great Northern from Wisbeach and Kings Lynn, which is where I live, and it used to go up across the East Coast Main Line, round, and then back down again.
I'm just going to
I've
save
forgotten what my
progress.
ideal fire mass is.
So James, you're on the other side of Peterborough now, right?
oh yeah. What's
What-
your distance now?
Right, 110.8.
Oh, you're not far behind me. I did slow down too much through Peterborough.
What speed are you at now?
60.
I'm at 62 and increasing, so we must more or less be neck and neck now.
Very, very close to each other. Very,
Yeah.
very, very close.
I feel like I want to just slow down now.
Ooh, water troughs.
I want to just slow down. Just let you guys
Sam, are
catch
you
up.
at Langley? Sam,
No, I'm
guessing you're at
approaching
Langley.
I'm approaching Stevenage.
What?
Yeah, well, I dump filed and they were like loading in
Oh
for
yeah, you're
half an
you are
hour.
approaching Langley Troughs.
Oh, I've just gone through them.
Right. Reece, you should be
assuming.
coming up to Warrington Junction on your
Yeah, I see it.
right. Yep. Well, if you go right, you'll head towards Spalding, and further up is another junction which goes off to Stamford.
Goes off to Sanford, the best village.
Stamford. Yeah. Which actually is where the Duchess is going tomorrow, as I found out. She's doing a Norwich to Chester.
Stuart Leeming
Yes.
actually raises a very good point. I'm not going to make it to York on this amount of water, so I'm going to have to stop.
Ooh.
Hang on, you said
Well,
you started with 6,000 gallons, wasn't it?
Well, I've used more than half my water, and we've only done 75 miles. We've still got 110 left to go.
Because you have the double tenders, so you should have way more than that.
I know, that's something to do with the train sim again. It's
I'm just gonna say this for when I do my American Flying Scotsman thing. If anyone knows the correct value of water for the double tender, let me know, because I'll add it and I'll update it for that.
Yeah.
That's all. You may continue.
I managed to get about 1,000 gallons from that trough.
Oh,
my
you've
God.
got troughs as well. Look, I'm at an unfair disadvantage here.
You
But
poor
Reese,
dear.
so am I.
You started off with a fucking 6,000 gallon fucking thing of water though. I only had 4,250.
Yeah, but
It's not-
you don't have to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
who's-
LNER Pacific says, Reese, say that really long Welsh town name.
No.
Landfair.
Well, I'll say it because
Go on.
Reese is a pansy, and even though he's Welsh, he doesn't know how to pronounce
I
it.
can't say it. No, I literally can't.
How fast are you going, by the way, Reese?
I'm doing 78.
What's your distance?
Its distance is 107.5.
Oh, so we're like neck and neck, dude.
I wonder if I
Literally
can get
neck
to
and
the
neck.
ton.
Yeah, LNER Pacifics. So it's called Clanfire Pushkengiku Gerahweran Dropakantasilio Gogogoch.
What Jim said.
Yes.
You know the
Yeah,
thing. You know the thing I love about that station. It's a request stop. How the hell do you request that?
I bet that's deliberate.
You'd
isn't it?
say it
problem
and then you'd
is-
finish. Yeah, you'd
problem
say it.
is
You'd
that-
finish.
It actually,
great
it's a
difficulty.
bit boring because it has two shortened versions of the name. One is Clanfire PG, and then the other one is Clanfire Push. So
Did you-
like, when they announce the station, like, the next stop is Clanfire Push, and that's it.
Did you know that the LNWR were going to make an engine which carried that name? But then
Oh my
they
God.
sold the rights to it to the Great Western Railway when they realised after they had the nameplates cast at the works that the engines weren't long enough to carry the nameplate.
Well, oddly enough, that actually
tell you
happened
what.
on the LNER, because the first Peppercorn A1 was going to be called Arthur H. Peppercorn, but the name was too long for the smoke deflector, so they shortened it to AH Peppercorn.
So if someone makes me like Landfair name as a child object, I'll stick it on the core tank.
Hell yes!
Reese, where are we?
In a field, apparently.
Kitchen.
With some sheep. Wait, what?
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's what
Sorry.
you're doing in the
That was a cheap
what?
shot, that was cheap. I am
Yeah, it was
100,
cheap.
I'm
That
105
was
miles
cheap.
from... Shut up, James, you arsehole.
What's the next station, please?
I can't see. Oh, Tallington.
Arlington, right, okay.
Reese,
I'm just
you
making
can't
sure that I'm
see.
keeping track of you, so...
I'm trying to fire my loco without being able to see how much water or fire I have.
Who needs to
almost
see
like-
that?
I'm doing it
I-
purely on guesswork. I'm
You know,
terrified.
I almost thought this station looked like Little Bliet.
Oh, Joel Pranks has just said apparently the kitchen car just caught fire. So,
Well, at least there's no problem worrying about whether we'll have hot food.
yeah, hot food is now available because the kitchen car is on fire.
That's how we roast the roast.
Oh dear.
Beep,
I'm doing
beep.
bacon on the shovel at the moment. It's going out
where
the
are you gonna
chimney
put
straight to
scum
the
class now that I
passengers.
think about it?
My driver is tucking into a nice cheeseburger which was freshly prepared in the kitchen car before it caught fire.
Reese, what's your distance?
103.7.
Oh, we're genuinely neck and neck.
Oh,
I'm
mate.
picking up the speed
Well-
slowly. My problem is you've got slightly better acceleration than I have, but I can maintain better speed than you can.
Speaking of
Does
maintaining
your,
speeds, I'm maintaining a steady 93.2 on the flat at the moment.
Oh god.
Sam, what are you driving?
I'm driving my Duchess, my last
Right,
Duchess.
where was it?
Bit of a English literary reference to anyone out there doing GCSEs.
Alright, Sam, this is for
Yeah.
Sam only. Are you near Ardsley?
I'm near
Ardsley.
is it 3 counties?
3 counties, then Arlesley.
Right. Yeah, I'm
Do
a
you wanna
mile
try and
away
do the chat?
from 3 counties at 10 out of it. 27 minutes 30 seconds in game.
Right, do you want to try and do the challenge then?
Right, what have I got to try and do?
112.5 miles an hour by the time you reach Biggleswade, and if you beat it, you will have beaten the Silver Jubilee.
Great, it's on.
Okay, and does anybody's HUD, by the way, give them a total mileage?
How far
It
we've
tells
got
us
left,
how
yeah,
far
that's
we've
what
got
Reese and I
left.
have been comparing.
'Cause I'm just wondering, according to this, it is 188, according to my book, it's 188 miles to York, and you've been through Tallington? If you've been through Tallington,
Yes,
you've
yes,
got,
we have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you've done 84 3/4.
Well, how far have you got left to go, Reese?
101.3.
I'm literally 101.1, so I'm gaining a lead slowly.
James is pulling off ahead.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
at
But at a certain point-
93.7.
How much?
93.6.
Yeah, you bloody cheat.
Yeah, well, I'm slowing down just to catch you, for you guys to catch up.
Where do I need to do 112 by?
What?
Where do I need to do 112 by?
Between Arsley and Biggleswade.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But still, 92.3 isn't bad for a load of 490 tons.
Right, Adam Owen has
Okay.
just said the second tender held around 6,000 gallons. The first tender should hold around 5,000 gallons on the Flying
So you're looking at
Scotsman.
about 11,000.
So really, I've got an unfair disadvantage because due to a problem with
I
Train
suppose-
Simulator, I have to stop.
Yeah, but Reece
dear.
should have checked that before setting off.
But Reese, bear in mind you have a much simpler loco to drive and fire. I, for example, had to put up with my superheaters being very slow to warm up.
Yes, I was.
Oh, there was a water tower there. I could have stopped. Never mind.
Question for the chat, or question for somebody in the chat. Who was asking about Essendine earlier? Because you're just coming up to it now.
Yeah, I
In
just
fact,
passed
think
through it.
called- Right, Essendine is another double junction, and you go left
For
for
Titfield.
Stanford.
Let's
Yeah,
hit it.
and you go
Left for
right
Titfield.
Yep, and you go right to Bourne.
Oh my god, Reese, have you seen what's next?
No.
Little Bytham.
Little Bytham.
Yep,
Stoke Bank,
the legendary place.
Mallard.
Wait a minute. We're almost at Stoke Bank.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to use a shitload of water here.
We're going to try and break
whereabouts
126 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
over the
it's a long
station.
gradient. Oh, I'm going to lose all my speed.
I'm looking forward to that long gradient because that's where the Duchess will come into her own.
It's not even that much of a gradient. It's just
Yeah,
Not
Reese,
steep.
I'm accelerating up this gradient, dude.
I'm slowing down. You suck. I wish I didn't delay the live stream just so you could take part and beat me. That's very disrespectful, James.
Reese, I'm doing a
Yeah,
very
how-
stable
James, how-
85 miles an hour right the way up.
James, how dare you make him wait and then beat him?
I know.
Little
I know.
Bytham, yep, there's Little Bytham.
What's your distance from York now, Reese?
97.2.
Yeah.
See, I've gained a bit of a lead now. 0.2 miles.
Yeah. Did you see the bridge at Little Bytham, Reese, over the East Coast Main Line?
I've not arrived there yet. I'm just approaching. I'm about a mile away from it.
Okay then.
I've just seen
well,
a road. Is it a road bridge? Yeah, I've just been
Yeah.
under a road bridge.
it's
you're
not a road
slightly-
bridge. No,
Oh,
no,
there's
no.
another one. No, there's another one. There's another one. Right outside the station. I'm just getting to it now.
It's not a road bridge.
Yeah, no, there's one before that. So I've gone through the one before, and now I'm coming up to the one that's actually at the station, which is the rail bridge, with the
Yeah.
somersault on the top.
Yep, because that is where the Midland and Great Northern also went over the East Coast Main Line, because the M&GN basically it split at Sutton Bridge, and one line went sort of south via Wisbech and then on to Peterborough, which is the one you saw earlier, but the other one went straight on through Bourne and Spalding, and did it go through Sleaford? No, just Spalding, and then it joined up.
I'm
I have
climbing.
concerns. Where is Peterborough?
Cambridgeshire.
No, but like in relation to LaRue, where am I going to have to slam on the brakes?
You'll see it. You'll have plenty of warning.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to sneak up on me and be a
No,
mile away and
no,
I'm gonna slam
no.
on the brakes and go flying
It's
through
in
and
plain
fall off
sight.
into
It is
the
in
abyss.
plain sight.
Because
Right,
that's
okay.
my main concern right now. I am absolutely shitting myself that I'm going to come off there.
Right, I've just held back. I'm only doing like about 74 miles an hour.
Damn it, Sam, you were right.
What?
Flying Scotsman in American condition before going to Liverpool docks.
Yeah, no, have you checked your messages?
I just saw it, yeah.
Bitch.
Oh.
What's your distance, Reese?
The only thing it didn't have was a big lamp.
Yeah, that's true. 94.3.
93.8.
146.
Now all we need is Flying Scotsman in an Australian condition.
That's true.
Well, I'm sure it can be arranged when I get round to it and can be bothered, and
Okay.
after I've got the American one done and the Highland Railway.
Oh, it looks like I'm about to top the summit of Stoke Bank.
He's about to crest the summit.
The summit is just outside Stoke Signal Box. Have you been through Have you been through Corby?
No.
Then you haven't reached the summit.
Great. That's beautiful knowledge. Thanks for that.
I'm about to go through Sandy.
I fucking love the Britannia so much.
I hate you,
They are
James.
nice.
You suck.
This thing just doesn't give a fuck.
As much as my Saint does.
No more fucks to give. My fucks
Yeah,
have
but your
gone
Saint is
dry.
OP. This isn't.
To be fair,
I want to
yeah.
rerun this race when the P2 is released.
It's okay,
Take
we'll
the
still
real-
put you back in your place.
No,
Take the
I will challenge James. He can take his beautiful Britannia, and I'll drive the P2.
As long as I get
Yeah,
to
'cause
take the
that's a fair fight.
We'll use the realistic load of like 18
just,
Mark 1s or something.
In fact, do you know what? Actually, Reese, that'd be an interesting challenge.
It would, yeah.
Because, well, for the Duchess versus the P2.
Well,
Because the
yeah.
Duchess holds the official power record, but all the Alan Yar fanboys claim it's the P2.
Can I just point out, Steve said that you haven't got to the top of the bank till you've gone through Corby, and I've gone through Corby.
Well, I'm just approaching Corby Glen down, and it's still climbing. And I'm losing all my speed.
What time are
Somebody's
you
mentioned-
forecast in
somebody's
game?
just men- Go on, Sam, you finish.
11:16.
10:34.
Okay, somebody in chat has just mentioned the hush hush. Are you referring to just everyone be quiet, or are you referring to the W1? Is it
The
W1?
W1,
Yeah, it's
that was-
W1,
Yeah,
isn't it?
W1. Yeah.
You know what?
W1, yeah.
That'd be an interesting thing for Train Sim as well. The Hush Hush versus Fury or the Turbomotive. Was Fury, wasn't it? The one that blew up and,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
it didn't blow up, but it were,
burst the pipe.
It was a boiler pipe that burst.
no, it was the, what do you call it? The thing, blowback, that's the one. It burst the boiler
Oh.
pipe, and then it will a blowback from that
Sam.
killed the crew. Yep,
I think I figured out why I'm not getting the speed that I did the other day.
you haven't had the
Handbrakes.
handbrakes on.
No. I installed the sound packs the other day, and this afternoon I installed the East Coast Main Line North.
Yeah.
So I think when I did that, when I installed that update, it must have looked at my sound and adjusted all my sound settings again.
Could have done.
That sounds like a bullshit excuse to me, to be honest.
Well, shut up,
Yeah,
James.
I don't think that the route would affect a separate bit of DLC.
But then I have no other explanation for why the sound pack has disappeared again.
Well,
Because you suck.
Reese, was the sound pack on this engine when you tried it on this route?
That's what I'm wondering. I can't remember. I didn't think it was, but I just
I was gonna say,
I
mine-
can't seem to get it up to the speed that I had it the last time.
Reese can't
my
get it up,
theory,
guys.
my theory, Reese, is that you've installed the sound packs, but you haven't cleared the cache. So when you've gone back into this scenario, it's remembered the loco how it was last time. And it doesn't happen often, but Train Sim does do that from time to time. I have it with child objects where I'm trying to position them and it doesn't change. And sometimes
Reese.
you have just got to clear the cache.
Reese, you've got a water tower, water column at Grantham. You could take it water from there.
How far away is
But he
Grantham?
won't be able to race Mallard then.
I'm not racing Mallard, I'm racing you guys. I got 2,000 gallons left, I still got 88 miles to go.
Thomas Palmer, just quick correction. The W1 did make it into BR condition, but she was rebuilt with an A4 streamlining, and she was number 60700.
How far is it to Grantham?
I don't know for you, because I'm now
Oh.
81.10.
That's Peterborough. I'm not there yet, but that's where it is.
I can see
How far
Grantham
have
up
you-
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, how
good.
far have you got? Because Grantham is 105.5.
Dunno. Just, 1.4
Yeah, the
miles
problem-
from
the
Great
problem-
Ponton.
The problem is, I'm
Right,
0.6
when
of a
you
mile
get to
ahead of
Great-
you. The problem is, Steve, is that the distances we've got is our countdowns to York, not our distances from London.
Right, okay, right, well, Reese, when you get to Great Ponton, you've got 3.5 miles to Grantham.
Right, okay.
And you are going through Stoke Tunnel?
Yes.
Yep, you've just reached the summit of the line.
So typical, the bit where I'm actually going to get some speed and in a few miles I gotta slow down.
I like how it
you
says the
should've-
summit, and yet it's only 345
Well, then
feet
again-
above
Should
sea
have stopped
level.
at Peterborough.
I
Calvin,
should
have
have.
you been through any troughs recently?
No, as far as I'm aware.
Do we know how many sets of troughs there actually are?
There are 4.
Okay, well,
3 short ones and 1 long one.
yeah.
The next set of water troughs is at Muscombe, which is after Newark.
How far is that from Grantham?
Well, if Grantham is 105.5, let me try and work this out. Half,
I found Newark.
4. Hang on, bear with 14. Oh, wait.
No,
Yeah,
no, I
4
found it.
Yeah, 4 is
I found-
10. 14 miles.
Oh, so no distance at all then.
14 miles.
I've
Muscombe
got
is 14
2,300
miles
gallons
north
at the
of
moment.
Grantham.
Yeah, I've got 2,300 gallons at the moment, so I will be fine to just sail along and grab some water from the troughs.
I have a question. What speed would you say you're all averaging?
I would say I'm averaging about 75.
Well,
Fair enough.
I'm now hitting 85, so I would be about averaging about 82 at least.
Yep.
I gotta be honest, this is one of the prettiest routes I've seen for a while.
Actually, I've got to
True.
admit, it is a good route.
And it's
It's
steam
a
age
bit
as well.
laggy. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the better steam age mainline routes.
Yeah.
But then again,
Or the
there aren't
LNR.
many.
No, I was gonna say there really isn't many when it comes to steam age routes.
But then the issue with that is the less assets you have to work with, the harder it is to make a route, and then the less likely you are to do it.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. The more assets you get, the easier it is to make it, so the more likely you are to do it.
There's a fair
Yeah,
amount of
yeah.
custom assets on this route as well, so
Is James still with us?
Yeah, what's your distance from York, Reese?
84.4.
83.5.
I'm approaching
that
Grantham.
wide?
I'm approaching Grantham, but do I stop? Because if I stop, I'm gonna lose anything on James.
Yeah, but Reese, the question is it worth risking it?
I don't know.
You see, if you stop and you take water, you're safe. But if you don't stop and don't take water,
And then I
you
run out.
might have a lead, but if you run out, you're completely and totally up shit creek without a paddle. Like, that'll be it. The scenario will end. It'll say you fucked your boiler, haha, sucker.
The problem with Grantham is there may be water there, but I don't know if it'll be at the station because they
Well,
did
I'm
use
going to be
station.
nice and tell Reese that it is actually at the end of the platform that he'll
It
be
is-
passing through.
Yeah, it is.
I was going to say, because they used to do engine changes at Grantham.
Typical that you stop at Grantham, which is the same place Tornado did for Top Gear race.
Yeah. See, that's how my crew is cooking the bacon. We're feeding it to the passengers by steam train delivery. We've just cut all the roofs off the coaches and you've just got to catch it.
Why don't you just put some bacon essence into the steam heat pipes?
You know, we do that on the Santa specials. We put like well, air spray, I guess.
Ah.
But like we stick it in all the steam heating vents, so that when steam heating comes on, it just carries the scent up with it. Where's that? Offered? Oh, it's fine. It's a 70 and then 100. I can cope with that.
Please take on water.
Okay.
Yes! Alright, I'm taking on water.
I'm taking on the mafia.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest, that was actually my best ever water stop. I literally just stopped perfectly in the right place.
Congratulations.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fill her up, Mr. Water Tank.
Glug 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 glug.
Come on! Come on!
Reece, you should rev your engine to let him know you want to go.
Yeah, I'm literally sat here doing whatever the steam engine equivalent of revving is. Come on!
Opening
You're
reg
gonna
and
set
closing
launch
it
control.
quickly. Blowing
While
steam through the
Reece
cylinder
is,
cocks.
While Reese is filling up, fact time.
Go on in.
Okay, so Grantham is a major point on the Great North Road, which is now the A1. There is a church from the 13th century, founded, dedicated to...
Screw it, I'm going. 5,000 gallons, that's more than enough.
Which is dedicated to St. Wolfram's, and has a 272-foot spire, which is the highest in England, apparently. And it's also a major junction.
Highest in
Because
England. Maybe a
as
little
you
bit.
leave, there should be a line diverting off to the left, which goes to Nottingham. And at one time, you could also catch a train to Skegness.
Finally got
I'm
the fire
just
in a
going
happy
through
place.
Barkston.
I'm finding my Duchess's Mojo again, guys.
Oh no.
Merjo.
Merger.
Oh, Barkston's got an interesting junction. This is nice.
Yep, if you go left, you go to Nottingham again, and if you go right, you go to Sleaford.
I've got to admit, I am enjoying the tour guide to the East Coast Main Line.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is, well, no, I won't say that because Reese will get upset.
Say it anyway, we don't care.
Well, this is basically what my channel does. It's history.
Promote your channel, do
Shameless
it.
plugging.
Shameless plug!
That's why I didn't want to say it, because I didn't want to annoy our host.
Go on, do
No,
it.
it's fine. You, if you are in the voice call, you are supporting his stream, so you are therefore directly entitled to promote your own stuff as much as you want. Speaking of which, go visit Blastpipe Productions and download some reskins.
Don't do it. Don't do it, I swear. He's hidden viruses in all his downloads.
Reese, don't tell him.
Yeah, it's that's what my
Reese, I
channel
need
does.
to steal those credit card details. That's how I make my living.
Right.
Wow, you must have got loads of money off Reese then.
I know,
Oh,
right?
tell me about it.
No,
Right,
that's basically.
I'm now pushing
No,
up
that's
the
what my
speed.
channel does.
James, what's your distance from York?
76.4.
Oh, jeez, that's cost me 5 miles.
How fast are you going though, dude?
45.
Yeah, that's going to cost you more distance because I'm doing twice that. Nearly.
Jeez.
Right, because the thing is now I'm at 69.7 and I'm just slowing down just for you guys to catch up.
Wow. Yeah, Reese, what you've got to remember is you're going to keep losing distance until you get to the same speed as me, and you'll have to go faster than I'm going to get any distance back at all.
I'm not going to make it because I was struggling to get anything faster than about 84. So...
See, I'm struggling with a Duchess, I'm not going to lie. I can normally do over 90 comfortably unless I'm struggling to get above 90.
I think I'm a bit risky right now.
Average is 89.
Why am I'm leaving my water till like 0.3 in the boiler.
That's a safe method.
Who needs fusible plugs?
Although, I mean, in reality, you should be trying to keep your boiler water level at around, what, 50%?
I've been pretty much sitting between about 65 and 75% the whole time.
Yeah. The thing about steam engines is it's quite surprising, really. When you open the regulator, the water level in the gauge glasses practically doubles because of all the various forces acting on it. So if you fill the boiler up and then you open the regulator, you're just going to prime like shit.
Yup.
But on the other hand, if you fill it up while you're running and then you shut off, the water level's going to drop and you risk of kaputting your boiler.
Yep. It's crazy though, even when it's not got, you know, the violent forces of actually running the steam loco acting on it, it's still crazy just how much it expands with temperature. Like, when I was playing with Hercules, the Sentinel tarmac wagon, a month ago, what Richard would do to put it to bed, he'd fill the boiler right up to the top nut.
Yep.
And then the next morning we'd come back and it would be like a quarter of a glass, if that.
Yep.
Having cooled down completely, it would be like virtually nothing. And before you've actually, when you've only just started to boil water, you're getting to like a full glass.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Oh, God,
no, it is. As far as I know, all steam engines are like that. Certainly all the ones I've worked on. Your standard procedure for putting it to bed is you fill it up, and then when you come in the morning, you check there is actually water in it. But
yeah,
if there is water in it, then generally speaking, it will expand a huge amount, and you will be left with almost a full glass. Not much of it evaporates.
Right. I've just went over a trough. That's the longest one there is, and I'm back to full tender.
What distance are you from York, Calvin?
66 miles.
Okay, so I've only got like 5 miles to go before I get a nice long trough.
Yeah, the trough is the other side of... It's at Muscombe and it's the other side of Newark.
Hang on a minute, is Calvin winning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been winning basically the entire time. Did you not know that?
Yeah, I'm just...
No, I didn't. I've not been paying attention.
Yeah, well, I'm slowing down just to give them a chance.
Aww.
What you could do is if you just put your engine in reverse and then just keep going and then let me go past, and then it'll be fair.
Seriously, don't do it. Don't be tempted, because you might be running at a quicker FPS than them.
Well, I'm running at about 40, 50 FPS right now.
I'm running between 90 and 100.
Oh, maybe not then. Calvin, you're winning. Congratulations.
My time is 1 hour and 36 minutes since I set off.
47 minutes.
Yeah, I'm 1 hour and 31 since I set off, so you're like 5 minutes ahead of me in game time.
I'd like to know how that works.
Yeah, I've never fully understood what that is like.
It's different frame rates, I believe. Like when it loads in an asset, you know, when it loads in an asset block and you get a lag spike. I think it's pretty much how quickly that takes.
Yeah,
so
yeah, because every time
my frame rate drops to like 10 every time it loads in an asset block.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm averaging about 25.
What
so I'm
speed?
running at a lower frame rate anyway, but it takes a lot longer for it to load in stuff.
What speed you doing, James?
I'm doing 84.
Oh, I'm just about 81. So I don't.
So you're still losing distance then.
Yeah.
I'm getting close to Peterborough and I'm getting very scared.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Is Peterborough a halfway point?
No. Not quite. It's not far off though.
That'll do for me. I'm thinking I'm going to stop there, take on water, pause it, go for a piss, come back and continue. I'm gonna leave it for just enough time to forget the sweet spot for the engine.
Well, I'm not far from Newark.
Oh, there's a flat crossing at Newark, which is no longer there anymore because it was causing such a bottleneck that they actually rebuilt it with an underpass.
Oh.
Yeah, to be fair though, I mean, a crossing on a branch line is not such a bad thing. A crossing on a main line...
Yeah. There is still... I can't remember where it is. There is one that is still on the East Coast main line. There is still one left, a flat crossing. But I cannot for the love of me remember where it is. I'm also just trying to do a quick count, actually.
20 miles short of the halfway point, apparently, for Peterborough. Okay. Well, if I can get there within the next 11 minutes, I'll have got there within an hour, so I'll be looking at about 2 hours. 2 and a bit hours.
I'm up to 83.
90.
James?
84 still.
Oh, there's no way
But who
that...
can any of you get to 88?
I did 88.
You know what, I really want to see someone do that as an Easter egg on an engine. Like when you do specifically 88 miles an hour, just 88 to 89 mile an hour, you get a load of like fancy sparks and stuff.
It has to be one of the smoke box like 060 American locos.
Yeah.
It's like 88 miles an hour.
Just at that one specific speed though. It's got to be done.
Oh, there's all the somersault signals here.
That's a 70 mile an hour zone. What's that?
It's an old Great Northern route.
That's terrifying. Why have I got no track?
Oh, are you missing assets?
If I am, I'm going to
coming-
have a very serious problem in about a mile.
Isn't that home?
Yes, it
coming up
is.
to? Yeah, I knew. There's a hole in the track.
Oh shit. Fuck it, there's only one through for it. Go fast enough to jump the gap. Let's just save to be safe.
Yeah, good idea. I've been saving as well.
Well, it's now or never, Duchess. God, it's like Thomas and the Magic Railroad going over the viaduct.
Yeah, but you're not a little engine. You're a very big engine.
Little engines can do big things. No, they can't.
I'll be little if I
Little
go to
engines have
America.
such big penises.
Oh god.
And that is the whole story of Shed 17 in a nutshell.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
God, Shed 17, eh?
I love how I can sit like on the track side a mile ahead of the train, and yet I can still hear the firemen shoveling coal.
Well, yeah, obviously. Have you never tried that in real life?
Every time I've been line siding, yeah, that's exactly how it is line side.
It's how you know the engine's coming. You can hear the shovel. And then you're like, that's it, the engine's on its way.
James, I'm up to 85 miles an hour. What speed are you doing?
86.
Oh, for God's sake. Can you slow down?
Actually, hang on. James, where are you?
I am 63 miles away from York.
Okay, 58.8, but I'm still down like 69 miles an hour.
Ooh.
Well, I've been maintaining a steady 90 for a while, which I'm happy about.
Well, I'm at 86 miles an hour. What speed are you doing, James?
I'm doing 86.
I'm now at 86.5. How many miles are you?
I am 62.1.
You're 7 miles ahead of me.
Rip.
How far have you got left? 60 odd miles?
I've got 68.9 miles to go. But
So
I'm now
you
at
are doing
87, but can I sustain the higher speed? And will it be enough
Not
to
just
get
that,
me
but
back
how
on?
much of a higher speed do you need?
Yeah, to make it in the
Well,
time.
if you've got a 7-mile gap,
Well, wait a
you need to
minute.
be
I'm approaching
maintaining about
Newark.
7 mile more.
I just thought, am I supposed to slow down for Newark? But I don't think so, because it's too late if I am.
Well,
Yeah,
if
Newark's
you
got-
crash, let me know.
Well, Newark's got a flat crossing. Quick correction, sorry people. Newark still has the flat crossing. It was Retford that they rebuilt, so my apologies for that.
Right, I'm just gonna pause at Yaxley and I'm gonna go to the toilet so that I can actually concentrate while I'm stopping. Because I do
here's
not
a
want to
question
try and stop
actually
at
for
Peter.
people in the chat. Question for people in the
So,
chat. I've
I'm
just been going
AFK for a bit.
through the map. How many counties do you reckon these guys go through on this route?
About 6 or 7, I think.
Put your people in the chat. Put your answer. How many counties do you reckon we go through? Or these guys go through?
I'm now at 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're a little bit faster than me now, Reese, but it's just not going to be enough, dude.
I don't think it will be enough. I've got 66 miles, but bear in mind, I need to maintain this speed to have any chance of catching you. Now,
59.6 miles to go.
exactly. I've still got 66.5, so I don't think I'll be able to catch you.
Nope.
Right, right. James is 4 miles behind me. Great. Anyone for tea?
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea right now.
Hot chocolate.
Nope. Oh.
I would genuinely love a cup of tea.
Have you not got a billy can in the cab?
Let's have a look. Do I have? No, I don't. Nobody modelled a billy can in the cab.
Oh, they have for mine.
But it's okay, I've got a corridor connection, so I can send the steward to the back of the train to go and get me one.
Two
Mad Boy
sugars,
Julian,
one milk.
I'm referring to English counties, not the Great Western counties. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll give the answer.
Right, assuming... alright, that's fine. Consistently blowing off.
Less than
Jesus.
57 miles to go.
I got 63.
What the fuck is this station I'm just going through? It doesn't have a name.
How many miles per hour are you at, James?
86 and a half.
Oh, me too. There's no way I'm gonna catch you.
No.
James, have you gone through a place called Thuxford?
Tuxford. I'm just about to go through it now.
I thought
There
you
was
were
a
saying
station-
something completely different
There was,
then.
yeah, shut up. There was a station just beforehand with platforms and everything that had no markers and it's got no name boards or anything. There's a
Oh.
high level of it as well.
That could be, according to my map, that could be Dunkery's Junction.
I guess so. It is a junction and there's a high level and a low level station.
Maybe it's just not finished modelling yet.
Yeah, I guess. It didn't look finished.
And I'm going to call time on my question now.
Oh,
the answer.
fuckity bollocks.
What, did James will have a guess? Or something else happened?
I don't remember the troughs outside Newark. Those would have been and gone by now. I don't remember seeing them.
I passed
Yeah.
them.
And guess how much water I've got?
How much?
Not enough.
472 gallons.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So Reese is now catching up.
Yes! I'm back in the race!
Hang on. The thing is, where's the other set of troughs?
Oh, don't make it. Please don't make it.
Scroby.
Where's that?
No.
Don't say
You won.
Doncaster. Don't say Doncaster.
No, Ranskill.
Where the fuck's Ranskill?
God.
If you say after Doncaster, then he's fucked.
Right, you got to go through Retford. It's north of Retford.
Yeah, I'm about to come. I'm coming up to Retford now. How
Right.
far away from Retford is it?
Crap. 2, 4, 6, 8 miles.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Damn it!
And I'm going to call time. Bollocks, I've just dropped the book. I'm going to call time on my question. The answer is 9 counties. Middlesex, Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, Huntingdonshire, Northamptonshire, Lincolnshire, Rutland, Nottinghamshire and Yorkshire.
But which part of Yorkshire?
The best. I mean, what? It's
Is
Yorkshire,
it
Yorkshire.
East Riding, West Riding,
No, it would be south and north.
Horse riding.
Horse Riding?
Is York North Yorkshire or is York East Yorkshire?
York is North
I
Yorkshire.
can't. This is the weird thing I find, right, about Yorkshire, is the Keighley and
Careful
Worth
what you
Valley.
say now, matey.
No, this is the odd thing I find, right. The Keighley and Worth Valley is classified as West Yorkshire, isn't it?
Yep.
But MC isn't that far away, and that's classified as North Yorkshire.
Yeah, the borders around Skipton.
Yeah, where is the boundary?
There are no boundaries in York.
The
nobody gets
Yorkshire
not,
has a border wall. It's made of dry stone and it's patrolled
Right,
David
James, I'm
Whiting,
coming through
nobody-
Retford now.
David Whiting, nobody guessed 9. We had a couple of people say 8, and I think one person said 10, so people were pretty close.
I'm really hoping that James runs out of water.
Hang
Well,
on.
the thing is, Reese, remember, I've not just got water in the tender, I've also got water in the boiler, so...
Yeah, so you got a little bit of leeway as
Buffer.
well.
I've used just over half of my water approaching Peterborough.
I'm
That's
trying to
such a
fly
pain in the ass. I can't believe I, maybe I was
missed it.
tabbed out.
What have you done?
He missed a very good long water trough.
Oh.
Basically,
Which I've
James's mistake may have cost him time for me to catch up, so we have yet to see how this is going to pan out.
Well, I'm a
And,
mile
of
from
course,
Retford now,
as
so
I
I'm
said
not
near the
far from
beginning,
troughs.
don't
I'm about
forget-
9 miles from the troughs.
Don't forget.
Oh, you're only a mile from the troughs, damn it.
9.
Oh, you're 9 miles from the trough.
That's a 20
Yeah.
zone. That's time to slam on the brakes.
So
So,
I've still got over 300 gallons of water, so...
9 miles, 300 gallons. I would have said you would probably be fine then, but
Well,
this is
I'll
train
probably
sim.
get... Depends on the length of the troughs, but I'll probably get at least 1,000 gallons.
You probably
It's the short ones.
I know, but I mean... They're not necessarily exactly the same length. One of the short ones
might
earlier,
wanna
I
go
got
slow.
1,000 gallons.
You might want to go slower, like 70 miles an hour to pick up more water.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Good idea.
I wouldn't recommend that. I reckon you should just go at full speed.
No.
Yeah, I think
tried
you
that.
should literally just go full regulator, full reverser, and just inject us on, put everything in your boiler, shovel your coal, blow off continuously, shut your blower, shut your dampers, do everything on economic, put your brakes on full, open the ejector.
Put your brakes on full. Follow the
You
Anglo
tried
Welshman
to do,
style.
Reese, for God's sake.
I might be trying to make him use more steam. I just passed through Tuxford.
Jesus, you are a way away.
Yeah, as I
Yep.
was saying, Reese, don't forget, although you and James are still having this really quite interesting race, it might already all be over.
It might be. It might very well be. But I'm not giving up yet. I'm really not giving up.
Here's a great name. The railway at Tuxford. It was opened by the Lancashire, Derbyshire and East Coast Railway to link Chesterfield and Lincoln. How about that for a name?
It's an impressive name. Right, what have I got to slow down for? Is there anything to actually stop it? Okie dokie, yeah.
I'd say I'm about 15 to 20 miles from Doncaster.
Well, I may have been a bit eager on the slowing down, but better safe than sorry.
Oh, you're just coming up to Peterborough, are you, Sam?
I'm stopping at Peterborough. I've used over half my water getting here. Only
Yeah.
just.
Reese, how far did you say you were from
I'll make it
Doncaster?
without having to stop again.
Between 15 and 20 miles, estimated.
Tuxford North is 132 from King's Cross. Doncaster is 156.
Not far off then.
No, you were 24.
Yeah,
24.
not far off then.
Chesterfield with its wonky spire. Yes.
I have been sustaining about 85 miles an hour for the last few minutes as well.
I've got to admit, I do like the static rolling stock in this route. I think
yeah.
that's a bit about it.
It makes such a big difference, all the static stuff, because it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, even if you make a free roam scenario, it doesn't feel devoid of
feels
life.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing I have a lot, because I make free roam scenarios all the time, but I don't feel like the stock because my computer can't handle it. But yeah, to have all these assets, right, this is the first route in a long time I've driven on and felt like I'm driving on a proper working route.
That's what I mean,
No,
is
I was-
the immersion that a simulator gives you, and that
Yeah.
adds to it.
It doesn't feel like the real world, and it never will, but it feels
There is life in it.
it feels like a lot more of a good representation of the real world.
Right, James, I am 52 miles from York, and I'm at 85 miles an hour.
I'm just
Also
gonna
doing 85.
Yeah, you're still 7 miles ahead, so I've not really gained on you.
But I am going to slow down for these water troughs.
I've just got to see what's going to happen with these water troughs.
Do you guys
Hang
have
on.
any idea how hard it is to try and break the train accurately?
Little James, I found the water troughs. I'll tell you what the mile is.
Yeah.
Just quick there. There's not much between here and Retford for me to talk about, so I'm just going to quickly go for the toilet, okay? And then I'll be back.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, James, I'll tell you what the mile is for this trough.
This is the
Just
fourth
come
set of troughs, yeah?
Yeah. Hang on, let me just check it. Oh shit. Yeah, that is fairly short.
How many gallons did you get?
What, mine?
Yeah, how many gallons did you pick up?
From the long one,
No.
I got to full.
No, from
got to full.
the most recent one you
I
did.
can see the short one, I can see it, I can
Oh, for God's sake,
see it.
no!
Right. How short is it? That's the question.
Hang on,
Wow,
I'll give
that's
you a mile.
very short.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Okay.
Not even like half a mile, I think.
Yeah, that's super short.
I'm gonna try and pick up water anyways.
Yeah, Stuart Leeming makes a good point, is I would have had to stop 6 times by now for trespassers on the line. So,
Yeah.
you know,
You should have simulated like this.
yeah. Ooh, I'm approaching Retford and there's a 65-mile-an-hour speed limit.
That's probably for the flat crossing. You're about to go over the Great Central. Great
How
Central's route
fast
from
did you go
Manchester to
over
Grimsby.
the troughs, Calvin?
75 and I'm back to full. I think I got
Okay.
like about
How much did you have when you started, though?
about 2,800.
Oh wow, okay, so you got quite a bit.
And
It's a
then I'm
shame
back to full.
the hotkey doesn't work
Yeah, you have to wind it.
on the Brits.
You have to wind it.
Yep.
You have to be fairly early. Oh wait, you're behind! Oh shit, I'm gonna have to speed up now. Oh fuck.
What the fuck?
What?
It's not filling.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm having
sure
a
you
shot
dropped
Oh
it
my
right.
god's sake. Yeah, okay. I'm out then. Alright.
Right then, James.
Cheers, train sim.
What happened?
It just didn't fill.
Right, so you... how much
James,
water do you
how
have?
far are you? Where are you? You've just gone through the trough.
Yeah, I'm a mile from Bawtry Down.
Bawtry Down.
You might just. How much water have you got?
Literally just over 100 gallons.
Oh.
100 gallons.
Yeah.
10 miles, 100 gallons.
Oh, James.
You've got to do 10
in
MPG.
10 miles, James, in 10 miles, you're in Doncaster.
Right.
You
I
might
don't-
just make it.
Hang on, but he's going for the through line, not the platform line.
Yeah, that's a good point. He needs to find where he can get water.
And I don't
Or
see
he
any.
needs to stop and modify the route.
Yeah, modify it. Just do it.
No!
Just put a water trough through the middle of Doncaster Station.
Yep.
Oh, that's cheating. So you're just gonna stop. You're just gonna stop and modify the route.
I'm going to do it.
He's going to stop and do some emergency engineering works.
So yeah, okay.
Hey, as I've said, they're telling me to do it. I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
Well, what do you think you're
I
gonna
mean,
do?
I might, but...
He's going to do it.
Well, it's a serious pain in the arse though, because I waited. I did it a bit late actually. I put the scoop down a bit late, and I thought, oh shit, you know, I've cut myself because I probably missed maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds of filling time, but it just did nothing.
It's not broken, has it?
Sorry, I'm just celebrating a little bit. It's basically it's
Don't get
given
ahead of
me
yourself just yet.
no, it's given me a chance. I'm in with a fighting chance against you. And to be honest, right now the only thing I want in the world is to beat you. So you know.
Wouldn't it be great? I'm just gonna.
Shut up, Tam. Don't you shit on my parade.
Wouldn't it be great if you get to York before him, and then when James gets there, his in-game time is shorter?
Oh, that would suck. That would literally suck dick.
Wouldn't that just be incredibly amusing? Though? Just yes, that's it. I beat you. I've done it. Haha. Fuck yeah. Shit.
Apparently, Jerry is saying that I am the Jeremy Clarkson of train sim racing.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Well,
Also, Thomas Palmer, I'm at Peterborough taking on water. It's 11 o'clock for me in game, so I've been going an hour.
so yeah, for the people who didn't hear earlier, Sam had a dump in train sim, so
Pretty
he had
much straight away.
to
I
start
got
again.
about 5 miles.
So the good thing about this race is it doesn't actually matter if you're racing side by side, because we're going by the in-game clock for the time.
Yeah.
That's basically what's important. So
Yeah, and this is something we'll be doing for the Great British Railway
Yeah.
Challenge.
I'm about to hit 2 hours.
yeah, I'm not far off. I'm
But,
5 minutes to go.
yeah, the reason we do it this way is, like we were saying earlier,
Now.
those that have been with us, those that haven't, people
Wow.
compute in Train Simulator at different speeds, so it means that if you race each other in real time, it's not really a fair comparison of performance.
No, exactly.
If you go off the in-game clock, then it's measuring the time it's actually taking you in that scenario rather than in real world. So if your computer runs Train Simulator slower than someone else's, it means you still get a fair comparison.
So James, are you at Doncaster yet?
James?
Is he dead?
James, what are you doing?
You there, James?
Reese, are you just coming up to Scroby Troughs?
James is currently unavailable.
I think has he rage quit? Don't tell me.
Putting a little-
Yeah, I'm just
I don't
coming
know.
up to the troughs, Stephen.
Yep, they are, fact fans, 2,112 feet long, 6 inches deep, so shorter than Reese. That was a compliment. And if you're doing 70 miles an hour, you can pick up 2,000 gallons.
I was doing 75, so I picked
If you're
about
brave enough.
800 gallons.
0 for me.
And
What's this?
the next load of drops on for another 74 miles, but I don't think we've got a problem with that.
I'm sat here very worried because for some reason taking water is going at 1 FPS, so it's taking absolutely ages.
Why don't you just look at the sky?
I am looking at the sky.
Oh. Oh.
Come on, Train Sim, you can make it.
Come on, James, where are you?
You could probably hear the fan of your laptop just screaming for just mercy.
James.
He's here, he's not muted or anything.
Right, I'm coming up to Doncaster now.
I'm just approaching Bawtry Down.
Reese, how much water have you got?
I've got 4,000 gallons.
Alright.
But I stopped to pick up water, didn't I?
You should be able to make it.
I would hope so. I would hope I would make... I've got 40 miles left to run to York.
No, you got plenty then.
So yeah, I've got plenty, so I can basically just give it the beans the whole way.
Yeah, and see, the thing I've got, although I'm taking ages here, it's not taking long in game, but once I leave Peterborough after this water stop, I shouldn't have to stop again. Because I
Yeah.
have 5,000 gallons, I've used just over 2,500 to get here, and this isn't far from halfway. So that means with another full load, I should be able to make it to York with, I reckon, 1,000 to spare. Where is James? Like, he's still in the chat.
Yeah.
He's not muted. He's not deafened.
Oh god, AWS! Oh, caught it. Oh, yeah, through Doncaster.
Thanks for the heads up.
Uh,
We need to be, honestly, we really need to learn to be less cooperative on these races.
yeah.
I'm impartial here.
It should be every man for himself. We should just be like, ooh, AWS, well, I'm not telling.
Oh, fuck.
Drive in fear.
That
Ooh,
gave
that
me
was
a
close, I almost derailed. What speed were you going? I'm not telling. Drive in fear.
Actually, that gave me quite a fun challenge. Reese actually gave me an idea for a challenge. Watching his class 156 video. Basically, you drive a 156, but you have to sit in the. You can only sit in the cab, and you have to put the blind down, and you have to do a stopping passenger service with the blind down.
That would be quite interesting to do.
Yeah.
Driving
They'd be
based
like,
on
"Where's this
instinct."
station?" Guess. You know how on Top Gear sometimes they do like those driver car blindfold challenges? It would just be like that.
Yeah, yeah, it would, yeah.
By now, looking at my map, Reese, you should be in Yorkshire.
Well, hey,
Hey!
Have you got to Rossington yet?
God don't.
not sure.
Well, why is everyone saying James is disqualified? We never specified you couldn't modify the route to take on water. We never specified that in the rules. He's not disqualified, he's just frowned upon. It's like Parliament at the moment. None of us like what they're doing, but it's all perfectly legal, supposedly.
Here's something I was thinking about the other day. Is this the first time Parliament has been forcibly shut since the start of the Civil War?
I don't
No,
know, but I
no.
think it's time we had another civil war.
No, it's just something I was thinking about the other day when it happened. I was like, when was the last time this happened? Oh, right, okay.
I think it does happen like every year.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
but
that's Parliament
think-
going into recess. That's like their summer holiday. It's a parliamentary
Yeah,
privilege.
this is Parliament.
But it's
This
not.
is Parliament being suspended.
Oh.
This is,
Yeah,
like, shut
it's not
down.
suspended. The holiday that they take, the 6-week holiday, is a privilege
Yeah.
because that's like their summer holiday. But it's not. We are doing this.
I've got to admit, though, I think I've not lived a particularly long life, and I've not had particularly much following in politics in that short life. But I think this is the most chaotic British politics has been for a very long time.
Since the Second World War, I would think. Since
I would say
the
so.
early
That was
part.
organised.
No,
No,
the
that's
early
fine.
part of the Second World War was an absolute chaotic time when
Yeah.
Neville Chamberlain resigned. That was like
Yeah.
major disaster for British politics.
I think this is probably. I would agree. This is probably the most chaotic British politics has been since then. But I think the issue isn't even whether we stay or leave in Brexit. The issue is how the politicians are handling it.
Ooh, I'm approaching Doncaster.
I was about to say, I'm just looking. I'm behind you on the stream. I was just looking at the track layout. You're just coming up to what is now Decoy Yard.
Well, do you know what, Reese? That means you're officially in Yorkshire.
Doncaster. I don't know whether I should keep the speed on though.
Well, if you keep the speed on and you crash, let me know what speed you were going.
Well, to be fair, the speed limit right now is saying it's 100, so...
Go for it.
So it should be fine.
I mean, unless of course the route has been released with 100 as a standard speed limit, and I haven't got around to changing that bit yet, which is always a
Well,
possibility.
it could well be, because remember this is a rendition of the East Coast Main Line. Well, I call it York Peterborough, and obviously that original route's got HSTs on it.
See, it is a very real possibility that the speed limit on the track has just not been adjusted.
Yeah. Which is probably what's happened, because I can't imagine a steam engine going through here at 100.
What you should do, Reese, is you should just drive in constant fear.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Internally screaming.
Yep.
Incidentally, there was another railway accident here. I think it was in 1955, just the bridge where Reese is coming up to now. I know I'm behind on stream.
Oh, was that... Oh... Wait, what the hell?
Yeah.
I just had an AWS application. What?
I like how I mentioned a crash, and then the first thing that happens is the AWS app.
It's a sign.
How the hell did I get an AWS?
There are still a few left on the route, Reese.
Well,
Probably
I
won't
did
have
mention it
when
before, but I think you just might have forgotten.
What, the actual sausage? Right, fill up water while we're going slow.
I was going to say, do you know what this means? It means if James is still in, which we don't know because he's just gone. If James is still in, you could have just lost whatever lead you were going to gain.
Well, to be honest, at this stage, since he's not answering, I'm just going to go ahead and assume he's quit.
Yeah, but
DNF.
he's gone silent. He's still, if he'd left, but he's still here. He's just like, I can't do a good impression of Patrick, but he's just standing there, menacing me.
God, it's giving me the hibbity jibbities.
Hibbity jibbities.
I'm guessing you've just gone through Marshgate.
Well, Reese, congratulations on a nice safe stop.
Yeah, it's beautiful, wasn't it?
It was a beautiful stop.
Oh dear. Sounds like the driving I've been doing lately. I've been redoing Thomas episodes. The problem is because I can't stop with the F4 HUD. It's like Gordon was moved into a siding and they just slammed the brakes on 100% just to make it stop.
Yeah, but to be fair, you say that. If you ever actually watch the Thomas episodes, it was a model railway, so when the engines do stop, they do just stop. They don't like gently slow down and stop, it is just slam on the brakes. And if you look at anywhere they've got like any couplings or loose fittings on, I can't remember how often that happens. I don't think it's often, but things like the little trucks, whenever they move, you can see all the couplings jumping about.
Yeah.
Ooh, Reese, you've just had a sympathy donation.
Yeah, $2 for the AWS dump. Thank you. That does make it a bit softer to the blow. So thank you for that.
Perhaps if there was another $200 or $200 donated, it might soften it even more.
I know, right?
And then you can donate half of that to me for supporting you.
No. Oh, by the way, these are not donations for tax reasons, they are payments. No, actually, that's wrong. They are donations.
Yes. Well done. It's fine, you can earn like £1,000 or something online before you have to like tell them.
Oh, to be honest, I've earned, what, 1,500 quid from advertising in the last 5 years.
well, there you go,
I've made
then.
about I do make about like $30 per month, so I do get my payments every 2 months.
Yeah,
I make not a penny from any of my train simulators.
I remember when I first started doing YouTube and I monetised the videos, and I was so happy. I was like, I've made £2.50, and I was so happy to make £2.50. Anyway, I'm guessing, Reese, you've just gone through Marshgate Junction, and you should be at Arksea.
I don't know why there was AWS. I'm really upset.
No, that doesn't make any sense. You're at AWS, but you got hit by AWS, but then you're on the through road, and then it's straightened out.
Cow on the line, and then fucked off.
You're just gonna have to spam Q everywhere.
No, it's Flying Scotsman. It'll be a trespasser.
Yeah, there we go. There's my trespasser for the stream.
For the stream, you mean you're not planning on having more?
Okay, right, so we've got another complicated junction coming up. It's Shaftesholme, and this is very complicated because you go east to Hull, you can go west to Leeds or Wakefield, and you can also get to Nottingley. Oh, and it's also the northern extremity of the Great Northern.
Which is a bit ironic, really, because it's not that northern.
Well, according to British Rail, the northeastern region starts at Doncaster. Yeah, Doncaster is the boundary. Which is where we go.
Apparently, I'm nearly at Great Heck.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck!
Hecky from...
Right, I'm only 18.5 miles to York.
How many?
18.5.
You're 10 miles ahead.
And before I stop, dead center on the track, and then just slowly set off. Right, where's the next station? Ah, Selby. No.
Selby! Selby!
Selby,
I drive past that place every time I go to work. Selby!
Work.
Selby Power Station in Hull.
Off to work.
Off to drive up to A63 to Beverley.
I've been to Beverley, nice station.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It actually used to be home of the Army Transport Museum, but then that's shut, and most of it seemed to have ended up on the Isle of Wight.
Didn't
Speaking
it go
of the
to
army-
Bovington?
No, that's the tank museum. Some of it went to Bovington. Yeah, that's the tank museum. The one thing I really want to know that happened at the Army Transport Museum is they used to have this German rail wrecker. I'd love to know whatever happened to that.
Oh, the claw thing.
Yeah, it's basically just a flatbed with a big claw on the back. I'd love
I
to know
think-
whatever happened to that.
I think we should take that up the East Coast Main Line and see what it does.
Yeah, we'll just get a creeps lock and just drag it up the ECML all the way to Newcastle.
We'll stick
Anyway.
it behind Flying Scotsman.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of the war, what do we think to the WDs?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to them.
Yeah.
So-
I haven't looked at them.
Oh my, Sam, you have to go look at them. It is
Yeah.
they are just gorgeous.
Two
They've
war
even-
lads. We're going
They've
to
even
war.
they've even done an armoured version.
I wouldn't really call it
Okay,
armored.
well-
It's just literally plating all over.
Yep, I'm tempted now. I mean,
Yep.
we're going to get them anyway, but
I gotta be honest,
Yeah.
So would I.
Flying Scotsman does actually look really good with this RW Enhancer Pro on.
it'll look even better when you use my reskin reeds.
Self-plug.
Bitch.
But I know the one livery I do want for those WDs.
Sausage
Longmore.
livery.
Longmore. I'd love to have
Yeah.
Longmore.
See, what I would really like is I'd really like them to redo the texturing on the S160 so you can actually reskin them properly.
Hmm.
Because I've tried a few things with them.
I
and
think
they're
that they've
virtually
managed to
impossible.
keep them a bit less glossy with these WDs.
Yeah.
Well, they would be. Well, surely they would be less glossy because they're all khaki and drab
Well,
green.
Yeah, because
but-
I've been literally going through the counties, the panniers to fix them by putting the alpha textures and then changing the geo files, hacking them.
Yeah, see, the issue is Victory Works. They do good stuff, but the texturing lets them down a bit.
I mean, it was fine with the Saints up until the S160s, and then beyond it, it's just
It's
whatever
when the-
happened.
Well, it's what happened is they switched texturing methods for the sake of reskinners, which I'm very grateful for. It's a lot better for people, but they switched from using tile textures, which you basically can't reskin, to
Yeah.
using standard textures where you actually have everything mapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because doesn't the rail work? I've seen something, and doesn't this enhancer doesn't it have a problem with Victory Works products? Because I saw a picture of the Q. Somebody had taken a picture of the Q6 with the enhancer, and the tender was all just blotchy. It was like pixelated or something.
Hmm.
Somehow the enhancer didn't like it. But no, I'm really looking forward to those WDs.
And
Yeah.
I did mention to Victory Works about, can you make a railgun? A railway gun. Especially
Blockbuster.
Yes.
No, what about the crop gun?
They should make a
No.
potato gun. Potato guns are actually really dangerous.
Yeah.
They should
And
make.
so, Panniers and Dicks will be revived once more.
They should make not just a rail gun, but like a rail cannon, like one of the ones they use for shooting far away stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like the Paris gun in the First World War?
Well, I could honestly say I don't know because I'm no expert on guns, but if you've ever seen Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows, there's a really big gun there they have called Big Bertha, which they use to try and shoot people. And it's an absolutely ridiculously huge, massive railway cannon.
Yeah. Well, they were obviously quite common. Well, probably the best one they ever had was the best one the Germans ever had was the K5. That
I
really
think-
got you.
I think there was an artillery corps somewhere in Dorset that has a preserved 18-inch howitzer.
Yes,
18-inch.
I've seen that. It's at
Yeah.
Fort Nelson.
Yeah.
It's at
Can
Fort
you hear
Nelson
me yet?
outside
Can you hear
Portsmouth.
me yet? La 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 la
Hello,
la.
James.
Hey!
Oh my god, you got. Oh my fuck, Jesus fuck.
He's
Where
back!
are
I
you?
got so fucking fed up with this thing that I walked away and came back and it still hadn't unfrozen yet. I was sat here trying to talk to you for how long has it been? Like 20 minutes or something, and just nothing was happening. The game was frozen. I was sat here just fucking trying not to cut myself.
James,
I was doing so.
James, your game is frozen as well?
I got literally completely stuck, and it decided. You know, sometimes when you load in a scenario, it gives you the broken consists thing, and you
Yeah.
just go into editor and then go back out again. It froze for probably about 10 or 15 minutes as I came around this corner, and I was like, okay, fuck this, I'm gonna go and come back again. So I went and had a pee and had a drink and blah blah blah, and just took a minute to chill out. Came back, and it still hadn't unfrozen. And when it eventually unfroze, the train moved forward for about a quarter of a second, and then the broken consists error came up in the middle of a scenario.
Yeah, James.
So I've now
if
had
it-
to spend 6 weeks loading back up again to find that, of course, my train is now sat in King's Cross.
Yeah, James, if it's any consolation, I have the exact same issue at the moment.
I have clinical depression right
yeah,
now.
Really?
well, I'm currently trying to take on water at Peterborough, and it is just frozen. All I've got is the little blue circle spinning round.
This
Brilliant.
route is a
But
killer, isn't
came
it?
up- Yeah.
For those who don't have the equipment.
Oh, now I can actually tab out of Train Simulator because it works. I can see that Reese has been trying to message me for about 20 minutes and I feel really bad.
Yeah, so you bloody well should, because you saw those messages, so fuck you.
What do you mean I saw them? I couldn't see them. I was stuck in fucking Train Sim. I wasn't at my PC because I walked away.
Well, I saw that it said you've seen it.
Yeah, but
It's
Facebook
just, I've
does that a
literally
lot.
just seen it. It should say seen at 22:10.
Yeah.
What's that meant to mean?
Sausage.
What about
Jesus.
Alright, so,
what
Callum
do I do? Because I know exactly where I dropped, but what
well,
do
did you
I
save
don't
at
know
all?
what the time was when I dropped. I don't know what the time was.
Did you save it at all?
Nope.
Right.
Oof.
Well, James, I think your options are start again from the beginning.
See how far you
or-
get with a super pug even.
I've just realised something as well, watching the stream. Reece, you've reached full Mark Hall.
Oh, apparently, yeah. Somebody said that.
7,903 subscribers.
Well, hey.
Quick, everyone, unsubscribe.
No.
Do it. Do it. Unsubscribe.
Apparently, I am 16 miles from York.
Okay, so I'm going to be at York by midnight at this pace, if it actually loads in again.
Well, your next point of interest, how far are you from Selby, or doesn't it say? Just
Selby! Let's have a look. Oh, not far, maybe 3 or 4 miles.
God, I think this is the first ever time I've done an all-nighter. Fuck me.
Your commitment to Train Simulator is noted.
It's admirable. Admirable. Admiral show, either or. Completely different words, but we'll roll with it. Yeah.
Why?
Because Train Sim is a potato. I would say, James, either you've got to start again, quit, or go from the last point at which you knew for definite what time you were at.
My memory's terrible.
Yeah.
I was so confident I was gonna get second place. I was so fucking confident. I was so excited.
Wait, what the hell? There's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Yep.
Through
Selby
Sel-
Swing Bridge.
Oh, bloody hell!
Selby Swing Bridge, and then it's basically it's basically like a chicane. It
This
goes
is,
right and then left very quickly.
Drop both anchors.
Let's
Yep,
see,
and
You're done.
And then you're actually,
half an hour ago.
Yeah.
and then
this
you're actually
is,
onto a section that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, this is because of the issues me and James are having. This is also means you don't actually have to be doing it at the same time as we are live streaming it. But I think, Reese, we may have to add this as one of the challenges.
Oh, it is, because we've got one of them. Yeah,
It's
we
one of the
do.
longer routes.
This is why I messaged you the other day. I said we could add this as one of the British Railway challenges.
Maybe even replace it. In fact, while this is loading it, I'll just see if I can find it.
Right, I'm just gonna mute myself while I try and figure out where I was.
Good luck.
Okay. So Reece, you've just gone round the S-bend,
Yeah.
the chicane. Right, so now you are onto a disused section of the East Coast Main Line because in order to improve the services, Selby turned out to be a bit of a bottleneck, as you've just proved. So what they did was they kept the line to Selby that then goes off to Bridlington, but this section was completely taken out. I think it's now a footpath, but they just re-diverted the East Coast Main Line to improve the journey. Well, not necessarily improve the journey time, but now enable a faster running speed because it avoided the bottleneck at Selby.
Because the line that went to the right, that goes through Hull, towards Hull, doesn't it? Along the River Humber.
That goes to Hull and Bridlington. But this bit you're on now is no longer there.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I drive along that route every time I go to and from Hull.
Reese,
Yeah?
I had a look at the challenge thing. For LNER, we said East Coast Main Line, but we never specified what part, so I guess it's the whole thing now.
Pretty much, yeah, London
It's
to
the
York.
longest stretch we can do, we'll say. When
But
we get
to be
there.
honest, it's probably the most appropriate route. Because it's steam
Well,
age.
for the LMS, we've got the West Coast Main Line, so we've got steaming over Shaft and steaming over BTUC.
Yeah.
For the LNER, we've got the East Coast Main Line, where we've got London to York so far. For Southern, we haven't really got anything.
Yeah,
Southampton to
we were
Weymouth,
kind of thinking
so-
about Southampton
Yeah.
to Weymouth, but we're still working on it.
Yeah, we were thinking, the issue is we want to have 2 mainline routes for each railway company. One for passenger and one for freight. And as far as I know, the only Southern Railway steam era route with a good run is Southampton to Weymouth.
Calvin,
What about Portsmouth or Brighton?
Well, London to Portsmouth is the one we were thinking of for the passenger challenge. But,
See, Brighton's not.
also, just while I'm getting through the list, for the Great Western, we said we were going to do Western Main Line. So for the LMS, the LNER, and the GWR, we've got 3 big
Quite
sections
long
of
routes, yeah.
main line.
Yeah.
So it's just Southern that we're trying to find something for.
So how would that work with the Western Main Lines? Because my problem is I haven't got South Devon yet. I intend on getting it. My problem is I've got all the routes, but they're all separate. I haven't got mine linked up.
Yeah, you'd have to get the linked up versions.
Calvin,
Yeah.
can you remember what time you went through that last set of troughs?
Oh shit. Oh, probably not, because I'm now pulling into York.
Lel. Reese, any idea what time you went through Retford?
No idea. Maybe someone in the chat can have a look at the stream.
The problem is, I'm looking at the stream, and guess where your camera is, Reese?
Where?
In front of the bit where the time is. And the distance.
Yeah.
York.
Yeah, about that.
Reese,
Yes.
on a scale of 0 to 10, you are 11 dead.
Yes. Oh dear.
Well, anyways, I've pulled into York. 7:09. Jesus. Okay. Let me just check my overall time.
Oh, Nathan has just said, what would an engine crew do if they needed to use the toilet when they're driving a non-stop service?
If you need a piss, do it out of the cab. If you need a shit, do it on the shovel and throw it in the fire.
And you can all laugh at that, but
It
Jesus.
probably did happen.
It's completely
Yeah.
true.
I believe that.
Oh man.
Just getting quickly back to my fact about the disused bit. I found the date. The diversion, they started building it on the 29th of July 1980, and it formally opened on the 3rd of October 1983.
Wow.
So there you go.
I've just noticed now I've forgotten to fill up my water, and it's now down to 0.12.
Beautiful. It'd be a real shame if you killed your loco as you're pulling into the platform, wouldn't it?
That'll be the second time a bomb has landed on York Station. Anyway, Sam,
Yeah,
just thought of something.
yeah.
For the Great Western route, could I not do it as separate bits?
And add the times
my-
together.
Yeah, and add the times together. Because then
I
surely
suppose you could.
you'd get an overall. You'd still get an overall. It doesn't matter what the time is. If I tell you how fast I did it, you'd get an overall time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right. For my time, I've got 2 hours and 29 minutes.
Right, what I'm going to say is for your times, just put them in the... well, I'll make a new text channel in the AWP Discord server where you can all post your times. And if everybody can get a screenshot of the loco after it's arrived as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind, if you don't get it, just sort of do
it's
it.
not that, it's just I've done filed at Peterborough.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
But it means that I have saved it pretty much as soon as I got there, so I should be okay if I load in, but I don't know.
I got 5 miles left to York.
Hang on. Right.
Have you joined the well, have you joined the Leeds line yet, Reese? You
No.
should. Like,
Not-
challengers win.
I'm just approaching Neyburn.
Okay then, that's fine. Apologies for the lack of facts, chat, but for some reason everything up to Doncaster is really good, and then it's just like really just nothing. It's just a straight line, so apologies for that.
What are you trying to say about Yorkshire?
No,
It's
it's,
a-
not Yorkshire's fault.
God, it's a
these-
barren, featureless desert, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
it's
Don't
not
come here, you won't
Yorkshire's-
find anything
it's not
interesting.
Yorkshire's fault.
Stay
it's the
away.
fact that-
Ooh,
It's
is
not
that a
Yorkshire.
swing bridge? No, it's just a narrow bridge.
That is the River Ouse. Just
Yeah,
going over.
the user.
What a name for a river, though.
That's one of the rivers I work on.
Really?
Yeah. The River Ouse and the River Trent, and then they connect to the Humber.
Have you been to Gainsborough then?
Yes.
Britain's only inland port.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I wouldn't
just-
really say that it's only inland port. We do take ships up to Gainsborough, and also to Gunness, Flixborough, Grove, where else? Goole, Gilberdyke, and then further downriver we do Barrowhaven, New Holland, King George Dock in Hull, Alex Dock Hull, Albert Dock Hull, William Wright Dock Hull, and then further
Yeah.
downriver
See, I've
is
got
Immingham and Grimsby and all the jetties
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah, see, I've got a friend, he's a pilot as well, the same as you, but he mostly works out of Grimsby and Immingham.
Well, that's
right.
That's also where I work.
Reese Poo.
What's his name?
Hang on.
What time did you start your scenario, Reese?
10 o'clock. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
it was like 9:56 or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
We set, me and Reese both set off at 10.
Will's McLivin?
Will
think that's
McLivin.
it.
I don't know for sure. Oh, there's double yellows up ahead.
Yeah, you're probably approaching Challen and Wynn Junction. This is where you join the Leeds line, which is now where, and this is where the Selby diversion meets the original East Coast Main Line. Yes, Manchester does have an inland port.
Yeah, that's connected through a shipping canal though.
Yeah.
That's a man-made waterway. Oh God, no! No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
I think Reese has found York.
I think you're gonna shit yourself when you get into York, though. You might wanna.
Well, I'm dropping both anchors right now, so yeah.
Should be, as I understand, there should be a platform on the right on the approach to York, and I believe that used to serve York Racecourse. I believe.
Why have I got a red signal?
Right. I've worked my timings out. I think I'm just putting my train in place, and then I'm going to carry on and get this finished.
Why do I have a red signal? How can I have a red signal when I'm the only train in the game?
Because
Just
your
go
mum has
through
a
it,
red
it'll be red.
signal.
It's a flying Scotsman and there's trespassers.
Sounds legit. There is York, lads.
Yep. And floating signals.
Nebworth. Langley, Stevenage. That's right,
7.
I'm dragging my consist all the way along the route because I can't be bothered to place it down again.
Oh, that's some sharp turning.
Hitchin. Bitchin on hitchin.
Hey.
I gotta be honest, York Station looks beautiful.
Hang on. Are you going on the through? What?
No, I just...
Yeah, it goes this way for me as well.
Oh
It's
right.
weird.
I'm looking at the. I'm just looking. I know I'm behind. I'm looking at the stream, and Reese is like going on the through road. Well, it was from my end because I'm behind you.
Biggleswade.
Right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at York.
Yorkshire, Yorkshire, Yorkshire.
Sandy.
And the time for me is... Right,
Where's that? Hang on, where's that photograph I've got?
32:19.
At York.
So my time was 2 hours, 32 minutes, 19 seconds. London...
Ooh.
St Neots.
Where's that picture?
Can't be far to go now, come on.
I feel genuinely quite proud. Even though I probably didn't win the race, I feel really
Yeah.
happy that I made it.
Well,
in fact, I'm going to back up to get a proper screenshot in the platform. I'm just...
Oh, shit. Shitting fuckballs.
Oh.
Right. I'll just wait for this picture to load up, and then I will.
Oh, yeah.
show...
Where is it, Stephen?
Sorry.
Where is this picture?
No, it's on my it's on my computer.
Oh.
It's to give you just to give you an idea of how busy York was. In pre-grouping days, 7 railway companies used to run into York, and they are York and Harrogate, York and Market Wheaton, York and Newcastle, York and North Midland, York and Scarborough, Longlands Loop, North Allerton, Market Wheaton and Beverley, Mickelsfield Branch, Radcliffe Curve, and Sherburn Branch.
Bloody hell.
Yep, and there's actually a mile putt, and it did go away. I think they got rid of it sometime in the 60s. But then there was a marker poster at York and the 0 post, and it literally had all the 0, and York was the 0 point for all of those railways. And they've actually made they actually made a replica of the 0 post.
Nice.
And it's still there today.
Do you know what? It does look really good with Flying Scotsman in York.
Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do.
James, where are you going from?
Little Bawtry.
Where's that?
Also,
After Retford.
just proof for everybody who thinks I dropped my train. There it is. There's my full train. All carried.
There's his emergency spare that he kept at York to collect.
Yeah. Well, I would have used it by now if I was going to cheat, wouldn't I?
Right, Reese.
You could be doctoring the
game. Fuck off.
Right, Reese, if you look in chat, the voice channel, the voice call chat.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
That's the post, and that's the information on it. But yeah, at one time, all of those railway companies in York, that must have been fun and complicated.
Train sim. So basically, for everybody watching the live stream, I'm basically just taking some screenshots just while we sort of round off the live stream, really.
So I believe me and James are going to keep going when we get back in. So if you want to find out who won the race, you'll have to keep an eye on the Facebook group, I guess.
Yeah,
I've probably got about maybe 40 minutes left to do. I'm just setting up the timings on the scenario because I realised I forgot to do that, and then I can load back in and get going.
Well, based on your timings, I reckon it's going to take me another hour and a half.
Rip.
Right, where is the doodah?
I think then, in that case, what I'll do is I'll end the live stream by just leaving York very slowly and then playing the credit sequence. So for everybody who took
we have
part,
a credit sequence?
we will do. I'm just going to play the intro video again, so it's nothing special. Basically, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this race.
I haven't. It's been terrible.
It has been terrible for you, hasn't it? But
and apologies on my end that I was a little bit quiet towards the end, but
it's all right.
I hope you did enjoy all the facts that I gave, and be sure to like and subscribe to British Railway Studios.
Shameless plug right there. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody.
Last Pipe Production reskins.
And St. Gloria Gaming College.
And whatever James's channel is.
Except it's dead, so...
Hang on. St. Gloriala Gaming College.
Hi.
That's the one.
I think you were one of my first subscribers.
And anyway, I'm just ending the video there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and goodbye.
Bye.
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 Okay, my Flying Scotsman's just come to a resounding halt.
Nice.
Okay, AWS. So, yeah, okay. Appropriate way to end a live stream. Bye, everyone, with an AWS fault. Bye-bye.
Oh, dear.